generation when I was thinking about it. Just back in the good old days. I knew the other shoe had to drop, though, because I saw this article come out about and you don't hear about LA anymore at all. I guess the protests are just done. I guess everything's fine now. But I knew that something had to give when articles were coming out about LA that said that the fiber optics were going down. And I was like, what do you mean the fiber optics are going down? And you read more in the article, and it was just like some people are experiencing FiOS outages. And I was like, oh, this is just like the LA riots. Remember when you would just read about all the people who lost cable for the day? That was just another serious problem. And so when they were like, okay, now we're reporting on cable outages, I was like, okay, I think the other shoe's got to drop. I think we're done with this one. What's the next one? And I should not have asked. Because then they were like, oh, we bombed Iran. And I was like, oh, that seems like an escalation. That doesn't seem... I thought we were no new wars. Oh, okay. All right. I guess.
Nobody wanted it.
No, I don't think so. But I was reading all about the military operation that went down. It was a very complicated, sort of highly strategic military operation where they went from the air and they went from the sea. They had I guess it takes hours and hours and hours to get over there. So they had all the bomber aircrafts had to stop for refueling. The pilots in there is pretty. If it had been necessary, it was a pretty remarkable way that they pulled it off, and also pulled it off in a way that was completely undetected. And luckily, after bombing the nuclear bases in Iran, our president then asked for peace. So, so I feel like figured it out. Just, sort of start there and then go, hey, so even Stevens, right, guys? And I think it should be totally fine. I don't know. Something, they're saying something about whatever. And I'm not an economist, but shutting down 1/5 of the world's oil supply, I don't know. What do I know about that? I don't know. That probably won't affect. I mean, I drive my car, as long as it's within 30 miles or so, I'll run on electric anyway, so that should be fine. Yeah, they said the bomber pilots had toilet, microwave, and a cooler for snacks on their 37-hour bombing raid. 37 hours is crazy. And the fact that they could stop and refuel multiple times and still remain undetected. It is the fact that, and of course, when it comes to the people flying the planes and the military and the operation, they're following assignment. So the fact that this assignment was pulled off without a hitch it's pretty remarkable what our military can do when given a task. I'm trying to remain judgment-free of the task to say that the military did a great job accomplishing said task. The fallout of the task, probably not great, but that's not the bombers themselves. They're not sitting there going, I don't know, have we thought about the larger ramifications of this? Their job is to just do the thing that they're told to do, and they did it very well.
Good thing they kept it off the group chat.
Smart. Well, heck, Seth said, fool me twice. You're not going to fool me again, okay? All right? Let's get off WhatsApp on this one. Let's meet face to face.
That was smart.
Is this...
this is the JD's quote.
Now, is this the Vice President of the United States?
Yeah.
Okay, I'd rather hear him say it, actually. If we could...
That's a long clip.
Oh, is it? Okay. All right. If it's long, he has said the Iranians are clearly not very good at war. Perhaps they should follow President Trump's lead and give peace a chance. Okay. I mean, insulting somebody and saying that feels like you're not. I know that doesn't feel diplomatic to me. I think that's the last thing that you want to hear. You strike somebody and be like, you suck at war.
You suck at war. Why don't you give peace a chance like we do?
Yeah, like us. No, we did the bombings before. We're not going to do anymore. So now, from now on, we're saying peace.
Peace starting now.
Starting right now. Which is possible. You know what they named it? Operation Midnight Hammer?
I saw.
Which is, I'm not going to tell you which one, but that Operation Midnight Hammer is also what I named when we conceive one of our children. Oh. I just leaned over and whispered, are you ready for Operation Midnight Hammer?
And she's like, drop it.
Yeah, she said, that's what she said. She said, drop the missile. That's true.
That's sexy.
I think so too. I thought it was a sexy name.
Sure, you're wrong on this.
Oh, sorry.
I thought it was sexy. Well, I mean, I'm not telling you which kid it was, but we got him. Her or her. Or her. No clues. Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, we're in it now. I just, what are we going to do? We're going to ride this thing out. We're going to see where it goes, right?
What choice do we have?
None. It's done.
It's
one of those. Yeah, it's almost one of those things where they're like, well, we did it. I mean, what do you...
It's fine.
It's fine. We did it anyway. And even if it's not fine, it's done. So what do you think? What are we going to do here?
You have to deal with the retaliation.
That's right. That's right. I mean, I think the retaliation will probably be felt more economically than anything else. You know what I mean? I think that's where...
You mean like tariffs?
Gas prices?
Yeah. I would say gas price. Tariffs is what we were doing. That's the other thing that we were doing.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah. No,
that whole situation didn't get cleared up yet.
No. They were like, don't worry about the tariff thing. We got the LA thing. Don't worry about the LA thing. We got the Iran thing. We're just moving from thing to thing to thing. And I'm still trying to figure out what the actual thing is. But it just feels like, I mean, we said it, I think, a couple weeks ago, but the idea that this is 6 months in, that can't be true. And then the people who are really anti-Trump are like, you know what we got to do? We got to impeach him. I mean, he's been impeached 15 times. Who cares? What
does that do?
Again.
Just a word.
Yeah. Are you going to waste our time with it? I mean, talk about a waste of money. Impeach him 3 times. It doesn't make a difference. And he's not even the only one. There are multiple presidents. Like, didn't Clinton get impeached?
Oh, yeah.
What difference did it possibly make?
Nothing.
They're still asking him, hey, what do you think about what's going on now? Nobody's saying, like, didn't you get impeached? Nobody cares. I mean, didn't Trump, they were like, yeah, we find you guilty of crimes. And it was like, okay.
Yeah.
All right, can I go run for president now?
Yeah.
And they're like, no. Impeachment will solve everything. Yeah, sure. Waste everyone's time with that again. We already did it. You already did it.
It made people like him more.
It really did. It really did. Yeah, so, I mean, what's that, Ocasio-Cortez's plan? The Iran bombing is ground for impeachment? All right.
And do what and what? Sure. And what happened?
What happens then?
Then they say, don't do that again.
See, we're going to impeach again. He's got a punch card at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, let's just go through I wouldn't even avoid it if I were him. Nothing changed the last time. Here's what happened last time. He got impeached, and then he ran for re-election and won. Yeah. So, and I mean, won by a lot. Like, won the popular vote, won without a nickel of controversy. He won. So, I wouldn't even worry about it if I were him. But they said it was courageous, so I guess he did a great job.
He did?
That's what they said.
Who said that?
JD.
Oh.
JD said it, and this really made me feel better. He was like, because a lot of Americans are like, because I mean, I feel like when I was in high school, we were trying to do peace in the Middle East. That's what you tell people.
Oh yeah,
peace in the Middle East. That's what you'd say. And so I thought at a point we had done it because we just said it so many times. I guess not. And so a lot of Americans, they said, were like going, hey, it's been 25 years of all this stuff in the Middle East. JD, how can you possibly sit there and not think that we're all going to be like, what? Why are we doing this again? It feels like Iraq. I saw Alex Jones, of all people, tweeted a photo of George W. Bush with Donald Trump hair. And he said what we asked for, and it was a picture of Donald Trump, and what we got, and it was W with Donald Trump hair. And I was like, W's painting dogs. Don't bring W into this. You know what I mean? He doesn't want to hear this. He probably thinks it's a bad idea from his own experience, but he just doesn't want it brought up again.
Yeah.
If anything, hopefully it's a distraction. But JD was able to explain why it was different with other presidents.
Oh, thank God.
Than it is with this president.
Okay, because he's right. I'm tired.
Right, because especially because the people who voted for Trump, a lot of them were like, this guy is a different guy. He's not going to do what everybody else did. And then it starts to feel like, what? I think that's why a lot of the Trump supporters are going like, you got to be fucking kidding me with this. This is exactly why we brought in this different guy. But JD was like, you guys are actually off on this one. There's one thing that you're not considering. Why don't you hit play?
And the second thing is, Kristen, I certainly empathize with Americans who are exhausted after 25 years of foreign entanglements in the Middle East. I understand the concern, but the difference is that back then we had dumb presidents, and now we have a president who actually knows how to accomplish America's national security objectives.
Oh.
So this is not going to be some long, drawn-out thing. We've got in, we've done the job of setting their nuclear program back. We're going to now work to permanently dismantle that nuclear program over the coming years, and that is what the president has set out to do.
Perfect. So he went the Nathan Fielder route.
They're dumb.
They're dumb. That's dumb. That's what he said. That's good. That's good. All the presidents so far have been dumb. All of them.
Except for Trump.
Except Trump is not dumb, and then they got another dumb one, and then they went back to Trump. Which is really like a super cool thing to say. It's just weird that we would like continue like for, I mean, almost 250 years. Just only dumb people we'd elect. And then finally elect someone who's not dumb. And then go, you know what, let's try someone dumb again. And then go, no, let's go back. Let's go back to the non-dumb guy. We were right. All the rest were dumb. And I don't think anybody considered that. You know? That it's like, hey, they're dumb. He's smart.
When did things in America start getting better? We were told we were going to start winning.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Remember, we were going to win so much we were going to get tired of it.
Maybe he means if we start World War III and then win the war, technically that's a W.
I mean, can we win World War III?
Yes.
I mean, we can.
Who else is going to win?
Don't forget.
I don't know. China's pretty powerful.
Well, we don't have a dumb guy in the office anymore.
You know what? That's a great point.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're already forgetting.
I mean, are you not listening to JD? He's kind of clearing this all up for you. You seem worried, Troy. JD is kind of... Did you not hear the JD stuff?
I heard it.
The guy with the eyeliner. Did you hear him?
Yeah.
The emo?
Emo.
Yeah.
The lead singer of My Chemical Romance. Did you hear him?
You know what JD stands for?
Vance?
That's right. That's right. The J is for Gerard. Yeah. I mean, you didn't see his movie Hillbilly Elegy about when he was a young boy, what his father did? You know what he did?
I didn't watch it. What did he do?
Took him to the city.
Yeah.
What city?
Wow, to see a marching band, I believe it was.
Oh.
Yeah, now we're in war.
That's right. And now here we are.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wanted to join a parade. I don't remember what parade it was, but it was some kind of parade. Yeah, see? That's W with Donald Trump hair. See, he tricked us with his gorgeous hairdo. Oh.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah, we're fine.
I think it's
fine.
I think it's fine.
Fine.
Fine that we're bombing?
Yeah.
No,
what's a little war
that we
between
bombed.
friends?
It's peace now.
I mean,
Did you not?
What is that
You got to
triggering?
pay attention, dude.
I mean, it's moving so fast.
But he said peace after it.
Who did?
Trump.
Yeah.
Until they retaliate and they're like,
No,
we gotta go get them
he
again.
said they should do peace.
After we just bombed them?
Yeah.
Now they're the ones that have to do peace? They're pissed.
Yeah, they're pissed, but what are they going to bomb us with? We bombed their bombing things.
Marco Rubio now.
You know what I'm
says
saying?
It's irrelevant whether the U.S. had intelligence that Iran was actively pursuing a nuclear weapon.
That's right. It is irrelevant.
Yeah.
What difference does that make? We just bombed where they...
He said that's irrelevant. They have everything they need to build one.
Right. Whether they were doing it or not doing it, they could do it. And therefore, now they can't do it.
So,
Boom.
yeah.
And this one's worried about retaliate. Retaliate with what?
Yeah. Oh, no more
Insults?
oil. Yeah.
Yeah. Do we really need the oil? It's summer, dude.
Yeah.
Who's heating their house right now? It's a heat wave.
Yeah, I got my AC blasting. That doesn't need oil.
You don't need oil for AC.
How did all the produce and everything get to where they need
There's
to go?
no oil in produce.
No,
That's
bro.
gross.
We don't get our produce from Iran.
What do you put in the
all
vehicle to
sand.
get it to us?
That's actually a great question.
Well, yeah, electric cars.
Boats, I guess. Sail
Boats?
We'll have to do sailboats. We'll just switch to sail. That's it. That's it. We'll put giant sails. All the cargo ships, we'll put giant sails on them.
Yeah, we're not getting our produce from overseas.
No. We do get some other goods from overseas.
Name one.
Can't. You called me on that, and I can't name one.
It's fine.
The point is, it's fine.
I saw a commercial over the weekend for one of these, new electric car companies, and they said enjoy tariff-free pricing through June.
Through June.
Yeah.
All right, so grab it. I mean, we got what, a week?
Yeah.
We got a week, dude. Tariff-free pricing through June.
I just love how that's becoming like a sales pitch now.
Of course it is. You have to buy it now because these tariffs. Except now it's going to be this.
Yeah.
Enjoy, retaliation-free pricing.
I mean, everything is through the fucking roof,
Yeah, well,
price-wise. And it's just going to go up.
could.
It could.
It could. We
Maybe
don't
not.
know. If they put the sales, that's what I would do. Immediately institute a system. Because I saw over the weekend they were instituting a system. They said, we're going to protect ourselves with a great missile system. Did you see that?
Yeah.
I mean, I would wish they would have it right now. I want it now. They said by the time, hopefully, he said by the end of my administration, we'll have it up and running. And I was like, well, can we get it quicker?
Okay, who are you, Farouk Assault?
No, you're right. You're right.
Like, things will come when they're ready.
No, I want a bean feast. No, you're right. You're right. I don't want to get. I don't.
Always going to get a pop.
Well, I still don't know what a bean feast is. That's what she wanted, though. A little 12-year-old girl was. He was like he ate before you left. She was like, no, I want a bean feast. He was like, oh,
No sense.
oh, we don't have that kind of beans.
Small child.
She wants beans, like as far as the eye can see.
Yeah. Kids want, like, candy and, like...
Beans.
No, she
A
wants
feast of them. No, you're right. I can't get greedy. I think they do know. I think that's the move. If you institute a system of installing, and you do it now, with tariff-free, we still have oil pricing, which is limited time only. Yeah, that's what it should be. We still have oil pricing. That would be a good sales.
Yeah, we got oil here.
Right.
Drill, baby, drill.
I forgot
Are we drilling?
No.
We didn't do that.
Okay, so we're fucked.
Hey,
At the moment.
Don't drive.
Why
We
are
got
you
a
being?
subways.
But by the
I'm
way,
gonna fly. I'm gonna fly this summer. I mean, well, what do you think the airline?
electric. You got to.
They're not electric airplanes.
Well, you're gonna have to drive electric
Air
and
travel's
stop
down.
stop to charge. People go crazy on these planes
I'm not driving to Orlando.
in electric and
No.
stop to charge.
No, I'm not doing that.
It's gonna
Why?
take.
I wanna
Go to
take
south
it-
of the border.
I love south of the border.
Yeah.
And they said you could get to Orlando in as little as 2.5 weeks in an electric car, which is great.
Pedro says, who needs oil?
Right.
I may stop and pick up some M80s. Actually, now they
For you.
Right.
South of the border is great.
It's great.
Do you think they thought about that as they were flying to Iran in these amazing ships? that
Incredible.
They were refueling in the air. Like another ship would come and refuel it. Do you think as they were mid-air refueling, they were like, we better use it while we got it because this fuel, we're not going to have it. After what we're doing,
That's it. We're
it's
fucked.
going to be like crazy expensive.
Yeah.
Like literally 20% of the supply. They could just stop it if they want. But I think Marco Rubio said they're not going to do that. So that's fine.
Yeah. Who cares?
Troy's worried.
He's so worried.
He didn't listen to our politicians. He's not listening to our leaders. You got to listen to the leaders.
Unless they're not saying what you want them to say. Like Tulsi said, we have no evidence that they're building a bomb, and Trump's like, I don't think you're right on that.
Yeah, you're out.
Yeah,
You're
guess what?
done.
Yeah, no more meetings for you.
Tulsi learned from Colin Powell. She was
yeah.
like, "Oh no! You're not fall guying me on this one." They were like, "Colin Powell, just say the thing. Say it. Say weapons of mass destruction." He's like, "I say it. Don't worry about it. You'll be fine. Your legacy will remain intact. This won't be the thing that you'll be remembered for in disgrace." And he goes, "All right, I'll say it." And he said it, and unfortunately, they were wrong. That is unfortunately what he's remembered for. Yeah. Tulsi then goes, "Well, I'm not doing that." And Trump's like, "Fine then. Go hang out with Elon and Tucker. You're out."
Hit the road.
Yeah. If you're not on a cable news network, I don't want you. Let's go to Eric in Colorado. What's up, Eric?
Morning, Sam.
Hey, bud.
So, President Bonespur and Vice President Couchfucker
What?
should it should be brought up to them the fact that President Bonespur in his first term took us out of an agreement with Iran to de-escalate and draw down their nuclear capabilities. So if Trump is saying, "Oh, I know better. They have this stuff," well, maybe we need to start going back and saying, "Hey, dumb fuck, what about 2018 when you took us out of that agreement with Iran?"
Listen, I know these military ships are amazing, but what do you want the guy to build a DeLorean, go back in time? Like, come on.
Well, perhaps maybe some of the media could bring that up, but they're a little bit too busy fawning over what's her face.
No, I was just thinking the media really doesn't hold Trump's feet to the fire ever.
Who are they fawning?
No, they really don't. They don't seem to hold
fawning
anybody's feet to the fire.
Who are they fawning over, Eric?
What's her name? Levitt.
Joey Gordon-Levitt?
Joseph Gordon-Levitt?
From Third Rock. I love that you call him by his adult name.
That is his adult name.
I still go by Joey Gordon-Levitt.
Carolyn Levitt, the press secretary. They're all, she can do no wrong. She's the greatest.
Who says that?
Everything
Troy, you are our resident.
Heard a couple of them
hang on, we have a resident linear television expert. Troy Kwan is our linear television correspondent. Is that fair?
I have a hard time with conspiracies.
No. This isn't conspiracy. He's our linear television expert, and he tells us what the main/lamestream media is covering. Is that you stay up?
Try to.
Are they talking about the press? I didn't even know the press secretary's name. If I'm going to be 100% honest, am I ignorant?
Honestly, like if you said what's her name right now, I couldn't even tell you. Carolyn Levitt.
He just said it.
Carolyn.
I don't remember her first name. He just said it. I don't remember.
Her first name is her first name is Carolyn. Is the press secretary.
Lovett, like Lyle Lovett,
like John Lovitz. Hello.
I mean, she's pretty.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I would hire John Lovett to be my secretary.
That would be the move.
Yeah. I don't think so. Next, it stinks. Yeah, no, Eric, I think like you are a crazy person. I don't see. I mean, are they like all over?
The media, the right wing media, just fawns over her. And
who's the right wing media?
Hold her feet to the. When Fox is talking to her,
right,
or
Newsnation,
Newsmax, or any of these others on the right, when they're there asking questions, they don't hold her feet to the fire. They don't challenge her.
Okay, so then why aren't your guys doing it? Why are your guys? They're also okay.
My guys. Who are my guys, Sam?
What you just named?
Because now you're making an assumption.
Oh
no,
Eric's pissed.
Oh yeah, he is pissed. He is pissed.
You make an
well, you just named two news outlets that are notoriously on the right. I would say CNN and MSNBC are on the left.
Yes, and they don't hold her feet to the fire either.
What do they do?
To the level that they should.
What do they do?
They throw out the same softball questions.
Oh, I don't know. I see people crying about Trump on some of these news channels. They cry.
Well, they're not crying. They're not crying hard enough on either side.
Are they pro-Trump on CNN?
When we end up,
they are. Yeah. Oh, cool. What about MSNBC? They like him now?
I know Joy Reid does, and that's why they got rid of her.
She's a big Trump supporter.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
She went full
and
MAGA.
you know that. You don't think that you know that.
I know that.
Oh, okay.
Come at me. Try to sue me.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. I didn't watch. I'm going to take your word for it. All right, you're right, Eric. You're right.
As far as I'm concerned, neither side is doing a good enough job of holding this administration's feet to the fire.
That's right.
And it's been this way for probably 20 years, that neither side has gone far enough in holding them accountable.
Well, because they get kicked out.
Anytime anybody does something, they're like, hey, you shouldn't do that. And they're like, okay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
that's illegal. Okay.
Because, like any great democracy does, if you go too hard, they kick the press out. Like how any great democracy works.
And when that happens, the rest of the population needs to start holding the administration accountable.
That's why I went to the No Kings protest.
Nice.
Thank you. I was there, dude. You're right, Eric. Thank you.
Was it fun?
It's the best. No more Kings.
Right on.
Thanks, buddy. Yeah. Eric got fired up when I said your guys.
Yeah.
How dare you say that about Eric?
Don't assume things about me. Don't assign things to me. I mean, Eric always calls him with the same point of view. I don't know.
Yeah.
I thought, okay, all right. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure it out myself. Seems weird and complicated to me, and unnecessary, a lot of it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, she's...
Yeah,
News Nation doesn't talk about her, so I don't know what's going on.
Chris Cuomo doesn't, like, fawn over her?
Doesn't even mention.
How's Chris Cuomo feeling about, or has he not gotten to broadcast since the bombings.
He did an emergency broadcast on Saturday.
I told you they're important.
Okay, they're important when we bomb another country.
No, also when John
Not
Cena...
when John Cena does a pipe bomb promo.
It's a bomb. What are you talking about? It's like either way, whether we're bombing Iran, whether John Cena's dropping a pipe bomb, like there are different outlets that have to cover it in an emergency fashion.
I get that.
That's 100% legit.
All right, you got me there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I cover. I don't know enough about, the geopolitical I don't know enough about it.
Right.
And I'm willing to admit that, to do an emergency thing.
Right.
But when pipe bombs get dropped,
If someone's lying in a table.
well, if you're lying in a table and someone's pipe bomb, well, if you got snapped into a Slim Jim table,
Yeah.
and somebody's dropping a pipe bomb over you, yeah, I'm going to cover it. Yes.
Yeah, I wonder if they're going to get billed for all that airtime.
Yeah.
All right.
So
point.
Chris Cuomo did the emergency.
Saturday night.
Did he have a siren?
He didn't, but that would actually be a good recommendation.
How'd you know it was an emergency then?
Exactly.
If we ever get him in here, you should bring him a siren.
And also let him know, like a lot of people think the sound is coming from the siren itself. You have to,
It's soundboard.
it's a soundboard.
Yeah, you got to control the volume.
It's TV
right?
magic. Yeah. You could see me riding it. Yeah.
Don't show everyone how the sauce is
Sorry.
made.
Yeah, don't pull back the curtain.
Sorry. They go like this. That siren is too loud. I go, oh, okay. What did he say?
I don't know. I tuned in for a minute, and they're just like...
He's probably not a fan.
He doesn't... No, he's not happy about this.
No, he's bummed.
No.
He's bummed. It's probably all testosteroned up.
Yeah, he probably had to leave the gym early.
That's probably what he was bummed about. We need you for an emergency.
Like,
Yeah.
You got to get in here, bro.
And then he was like, is O'Reilly doing it? They were like, no, just you.
He's relaxing in Palm Beach.
Right. He's trying to get O'Reilly and Stephen A. to do it over Zoom.
Is that where O'Reilly is?
I would assume so.
So when he does stuff with Chris Cuomo, they're not in studio together?
No.
Oh, okay.
Rarely. They have, but it's rare.
Is it a treat when they do?
It is.
Yeah.
You think he
Well, they
gets
did that
excited?
town hall for Trump's first 100 days.
Okay.
And they were together for that.
But, I mean, you pointed at me like we all know.
Yeah, they did that town hall.
You remember the town hall?
You remember that?
Yeah.
Stephen A?
He was there for it too?
Of course.
Was he moderating it or just a guest?
They were all there just kind of mixing it up.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Like a town, almost like a round table town hall?
Yeah, and that's where Trump gave Stephen A his props.
What'd he say?
Well, he was like, oh, Stephen A,
Trump gave Stephen A. props?
Yeah.
That's sick.
Damn.
Yeah, he was like, he's a great broadcaster.
He is.
He has great broadcasting abilities.
That's
Until
true.
he's not.
And Stephen A loved that.
Oh, yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. He loves compliments.
Yeah.
And he should get them.
Especially from the president.
Yes. Yes. I wonder if Stephen A. is going to... I like that. Stephen A. now goes off on politics, too.
Oh, yeah, he gets fired up.
Yeah, I would like to see if Stephen A. is going to cover... Like, it's, what are you going to do? It's Monday. Are we covering Iran being bombed or are we covering the NBA
I'm
Finals?
pretty sure I know what he's covering first.
What's going to be his first take?
Probably the NBA Finals.
I don't know. Well, I mean, are we going to cover where our bread is butter or are we going to cover what my next thing is?
No, I get it.
I'll be tuned in tonight. I'll let you know.
Well, you are our linear television correspondent.
8 p.m.
So you can't get it any other time.
No, it's not on demand.
That's when it's on.
That's when
8
it's on. That's
p.m.
when I watch.
Briefs on.
Yeah. The cable company goes, can I interest you in a DVR? And Troy's like, do I look like I was born last night? I don't think so. No, certainly not. Well, I mean, what a time. What a time. It's certainly unpredictable. Oh, yeah, this was Donald giving Stephen A. his props. When was this? Last year?
Yeah.
About a year ago?
No,
April. 2025. We're still.
Oh,
This
2025.
was his first Trump's first 100 days.
All right. So this felt like
5 years
felt
ago.
like
5 years ago. But this was, this was...
Like a month ago.
Right, okay. Just clear. Oh, and then Trump was on the phone.
April 30th.
April 30th. So it was May.
Yeah.
It was like this. It was the same season that we're in right
Yes.
now.
Yeah, it was warm.
You watch this live?
Yeah.
Does it feel like it...
It feels like a whole generation is
A
back.
generation ago. Okay. This was a previous generation. May of this year, Donald Trump calls in to prop up Stephen A.
Stephen A. Smith may run for president, as you know. Do you have any advice for Stephen A. If he launches the run?
No, Stephen A. He's a good guy. He's a smart guy. I love watching him. He's got great entertainment skills, which is very important. People watch him. You know, a lot of these Democrats I watch, I say they have no chance. I've been pretty good at picking people and picking candidates, and I will tell you, I'd love to see him run.
All right.
Hey, there you go. See?
That
Bill
had to
sounding
feel
old.
good.
I haven't heard Bill in like 10 years.
Bill is sounding old, and I like that Bill is saying all right, as if like he's not pretending. He's pretending. He is pretending that he doesn't remember when to run for president, like the sitting president saying he's a great broadcaster. That's what qualifies you to run for president. Bill O'Reilly's like, it's a good thing that the president said that. That's true. I mean, like, not even that long ago, if somebody had said that, it'd be like, that sounds crazy. Like, what do you mean he's just a good broadcaster? That means they should run for president.
Well, Trump knows you got to be a good bullshitter.
He's basically saying that, isn't it? I mean, that's what broadcasters are.
Yeah.
What do we got to talk about today? Okay, turn the mics on. Yeah, whatever. We'll bullshit our way through it. When can I go home? Yeah, wow. Okay, so that is complimentary. And I like Stephen A's style, that he just kind of lays back and goes, no, say what you got to say. Say what you got to say. You know, I'll accept the compliment. He'll never interrupt a compliment. If they're like being negative, he'll start attacking early. He'll interrupt the insult, but you don't interrupt a compliment.
And why are you going to shit on Stephen A? I mean, the guy's, maybe some sports related, maybe his takes, but like
haters shit on Stephen A.
Yeah, exactly.
He's goated.
He is.
He's goated for sure. I mean, he's going to have a lot to cover today between what we're talking about here and then, of course, the NBA Finals last night. I mean, I guess Oklahoma City won.
And they did. You don't have to guess. They did.
Kind of. You know, did they beat the whole team? Not really.
Well.
Did they beat the whole Pacers? No. They beat the Thundertaker.
Thundertaker.
Did you hear about the Thundertaker?
No.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
That was, what's his name? Siakam. Pascal Siakam.
Okay.
They were calling him the Thundertaker, and they had memes made and everything. They were calling Pascal Siakam the Thundertaker.
I know why.
Yeah,
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, going into, I saved the meme because I wanted to be able to post. I didn't post it because I know the rules.
I mean, he did go somewhere else.
Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah,
I know the rules, but I was ready. Like, should they still be able to pull this off? Mm-hmm. That's the meme that was going around.
Funny.
Pascal Siakam as the Thundertaker, because he did. He went into a different dimension.
What happened there?
Well, I got him to a Game 7. That's what happened.
It did.
That's what happened.
I mean, they crushed him in Game 6.
And look, I get it. The Oklahoma's... It is great. This was like, I think they said the youngest NBA team to win a national championship in like...
Oh, the Thunder?
Yeah.
They're very young.
Yeah.
They're going to be very good for a long time.
I think it was like 30 or more years since a team this young has won this, and they did it without like... I think there are people that have pride in the fact that they did it without any real like celebrity endorsement. There's no like, big celebrities out on the sidelines. It's just like Oklahoma's
it was
team.
Great. Yeah. No, I love it. Good for them.
I didn't want them to win.
Good for the city of Seattle.
Why good for the city of Seattle?
That's where they moved from.
Oh, they're probably bumming.
Yeah.
First they lost Kurt, now they lost the Thunder. Yeah. I forgot they moved from Seattle. You're right. And it's probably raining.
In Seattle?
Yeah.
I don't know the forecast, but I'm going to say yes.
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody sits there. Nobody remembers Starbucks came from Seattle.
No.
Nobody remembers that. They assume it's a Chinese company. So, yeah, they won. I mean, listen. The Pacers still played, for what it was...
Incredible.
Pretty remarkable. Even a Game 7 was pretty remarkable. The fact that at halftime, they were close still.
They were up by 1 at halftime.
Yes, that's right. And then they were down by like 20 points. Yeah. But then in the fourth quarter, they managed to keep it like they brought the score up. So like the difference was only like at one point, I think they got it to like 9 points was the difference.
They got within, I think like 10 points or so.
Yeah, it was close enough that people were going, wait, what's going on here? What's going on? Like it could have been a miracle story. But they, in the first quarter,
What happened?
My guy.
Who?
My guy.
The Thundertaker?
No, the Thundertaker's my other guy. I'm a big part of the Holla band. Yeah, Tyrese Halliburton, or you call it. I guess I should pronounce the A right. It's too close to Taliban. Halle band. Halle band. I'm a big member of the Halle band. Yeah, Tyrese Halliburton, who's been like the star of this whole series, postseason.
He had one of the all-time great postseason runs.
Yes, and they were saying that like I think his knee or something was out, was starting to give him trouble like earlier in this series, and then early in the game, first quarter, and you see it. Oh, there it goes. He tore his Achilles in the first quarter of Game 7, and he's the guy, and you're just like, oh no, and you can see he's on the floor looking like Nancy Kerrigan. Why?
Because you know.
Because he knows. He knows the minute it happens.
It's like hurts real bad.
Yeah, it's a different kind of pain. He probably felt a pop. He knows. And this is people were wondering if I was enjoying this like I enjoyed Aaron Rodgers' Achilles. No, Aaron Rodgers.
New York enjoyed it.
Of course they did. We did. Some of us are bad people. I didn't like it. Because I switched after New York lost. I switched. But man, I mean, listen.
That was rough to see, like the 80 times that ESPN replayed it.
They really loved replaying it. I mean, it's a dramatic moment. They love drama. They love a story.
But you would think like the game wasn't even going on the amount of times that they were replaying it.
No, it wasn't. It was first quarter. It was like, okay, let's get back to the game. And no, it was almost like rain delay.
Yeah.
The amount that they had to replay it. Like, are we just looking for stuff to fill time? No, we just love this footage. Yeah, so he was taken out early, and I mean, it takes a long time to fix an Achilles.
Yeah. I don't know how long he'll be out, but
I mean, it doesn't feel like he'll be back for the beginning of next season. You know,
I'm not 100% sure.
I think it takes like, because even with Aaron Rodgers, I mean, he's old. He's a lot older.
6 to 12 months. Yeah.
Yeah. It took even when he was back within a year, people were like, here we go. Yeah, they thought his career was over. I mean, it's not the same for Tyrese Halliburton because he's a younger guy, but still.
Well, he's got plenty of time to watch wrestling now.
Yeah, I mean, come do the Raw Recap podcast again a bunch of times.
Yeah, make him third mic.
Make it come be third. I mean, what else is he doing?
No,
you know?
Yeah.
Stretch out his Achilles while he's doing it. That's fine. You know, you can multitask for sure while doing that show. This is the stuff that builds legends if done right, though. Like, if he can come back from this and be even better.
Yeah, but this isn't a wrestling storyline. You're like, if done right.
Of course it's done right. Of course everything's a wrestling story. What are you talking about? Of course why, if it's not a wrestling story, why'd they replay it 7 times? Of course it's a wrestling story.
And the Thundertaker.
Exactly. And who did the team count on after he got taken off? After the Holly Band was dismayed to see their hero taken off, who took over?
The Thundertaker.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw him.
In a Monday Night War, when all the top names started leaving, who was there to take over?
Eric Bischoff?
No, it was Undertaker.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
It's all, of course it's wrestling.
I didn't follow.
Yeah.
Pat Patterson?
He tried. He tried. But yeah, I mean, this is, the beginning of a miraculous, like, second wave. Because they were underplaying him going into this postseason. A lot of people saying he was overrated.
Sure.
Stephen A. saying Jalen Brunson's a superstar. Tyrese Halliburton not a superstar yet. You know, that's all that stuff that gets in your head. And then he charged through all of it, making everybody eat their words. He doesn't get to have that final glory. But there is that question, right? That's why I said they kind of won. Oklahoma City sort of won. Because you can still sit there and be like, what would have happened if Tyrese Halliburton hadn't, been taken out of the game so early? What would
he was playing well. He
always plays well. He's a superstar.
Well, he doesn't always play well.
He plays better than me.
But he had 9 points in the first quarter.
See?
Yeah.
See?
Knocking back those threes.
Yeah, he's a superstar, okay? And he can come back even stronger. Except, the way to do the story properly would be to have him come back for next season. And I don't think they're going to be able to do that. So you're going to have to, maybe they'll play video packages to It's a Beautiful Day so that people remember. Because it's going to be, he's going to have to go through all next season, so it'll be a year and a half.
Maybe he'll rehab quick and he can come back for the playoffs next year.
That would be so sick.
And then it could be like the Mud Bowl.
If he just shows up for the playoffs.
Well, he wouldn't just show up.
Yes, he
know
would. They wouldn't announce it. Of course, that's how they would do it.
Not wrestling.
They wouldn't announce it, and Limp Bizkit would come out, and they'd play Rollin', and Tyrese Halliburton would show up on a motorcycle and just drive onto the court and be like, "Holy
This
shit,
isn't
he's
like when
back!"
Stone Cold came back.
You're totally allowed to do that. 100% allowed to do that. You're talking, what's his name? Adam Silver. Adam Silver doesn't like money?
He loves money.
Well, guess what? How you make money? All right. Keep on rolling. And they're like, why is Limp Bizkit here?
And everybody loves Limp Bizkit now.
Everybody loves Limp Bizkit now. People love motorcycles. Troy, did you ever see somebody come in on a motorcycle and be like, that's not cool?
Never, not once.
Exactly. If I told you,
All right.
if I called you, Troy, and I said, you got to turn on the NBA playoffs right now, would you be watching the NBA playoffs otherwise?
No.
If I said Tyrese Halliburton is back, Limp Bizkit is playing him out, and he's riding around the court on a motorcycle.
I'm tuning in immediately.
And this is a guy who loves linear
No, it's
television.
going to ruin the court.
I mean, ruin the court?
Yeah, they're constantly cleaning it just from,
Are people tuning in for the court or are people tuning in for the spectacle? Troy, you tell me.
Spectacle.
You love spectacle.
Love a spectacle.
Thank you. Thank you. And by the way, don't even, they're ruining the court already with those low-res trophies that they're slapping on. It's ruined as it is. So, yeah, but Oklahoma City gets to have their parade. And,
Yeah, good for them.
And they get to be champions.
They already got the buses ready to go.
What?
Did you see that?
No.
Before the game,
No.
a video came out of buses that were already outfitted with, like, NBA champions on the sides. And everybody's like, oh, my God, this is like...
You can't wrap the bus.
No, the Pacers are going to win.
Yeah, you can't wrap the bus. Do you know how bad this is going to be?
Like, they were ready to go.
Wow. There it is.
Yep.
22. It just says 22. It doesn't say divisional champions, does it? Where's the word divisional?
This is 2025 champions.
No Western, no nothing.
No. Just
2025
champions.
What do they get that trophy for that's on the bus?
That's when you win the entire league.
The league championship.
Yeah.
They don't give that.
The world championship.
The world. What championship? The world championship. Wow. I feel they might jinx it. Yeah, this is a real hot dog move to wrap the buses this early.
Yeah. No. Everybody was like, this is a horrible idea.
Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't see this at all.
You're just inviting, like, bad voodoo.
Yeah. Yeah, that's nuts to do that. Like, you would think that I wouldn't even post my photo of the Thundertaker.
No, because you didn't know.
No. Oh, I would scream. If I was team management, I would scream at them. Yeah. What are you doing? Take it off, it's what I would say. Unwrap the bus and rewrap it. What do you need the buses for? You don't need the buses for that night.
Unless they hand-painted them.
That's probably what they did. They probably did. It was that same guy who wrote chefs instead of chiefs. Great googly moogly. I mean, yeah, how long does it take to wrap a bus?
I don't know, but I mean, you got a few days before the parade.
That's what I was thinking. You got to be able to do it even within one day. I mean, they're probably not going to do the parade until what, Wednesday?
Yeah, probably.
Right?
Yeah.
So, wrap the buses then. You overeager fools. Why don't you start wearing the T-shirts already? Matt in Orlando. What's up?
It's Tuesday.
Tuesday. I mean, still, wrap them today. What's up, Matt?
Hey, how's it going, guys? So I'm down in Orlando, but I don't live here, although it seemed like more and more of a possibility. I'm on a road trip down from Wisconsin for a volleyball tournament.
Sick.
Never been to a Publix, let alone eaten any of their chicken, so in about 2 hours, gonna grab probably, I don't know what Troy recommends, but I'm probably gonna get a 12-piece for our family.
Smart.
Although...
Wait, for the whole family, he's saying.
Oh, I'd probably get 2 for the whole family.
What's the first 12-piece for?
Yourself, Matt.
Well, yeah, I only usually eat like 2 or 3 pieces of chicken. Is this like
Well, it's so delicious.
next level?
Yeah, you're gonna want, and make sure it's fresh. If you're going in 2 hours, so it's not. So we got like 11. Yeah, good call.
Yeah. Like make sure they make it fresh, not like just sitting there. Like
Yeah, you
make
don't
sure
want it
they
sitting
make
for
a
a
new
couple
batch.
hours. Right, exactly.
Right.
Okay.
Like
What about
movie
like
theater
fix-ins?
popcorn.
Fix it. Well, you can get a pub sub while you're there. Those are always good.
I mean, a sandwich is not a fixin'. A fixin' is a side item. To get I'll get a 12-piece of fried chicken and a Subway sandwich.
No, not Subway. It's a pub sub, Sam.
What's it? But it's named. That's what the sub is for. Subway.
No.
That's another meal.
Submarine.
A submarine sandwich is not a side item. Is what I'm saying.
Well, it could be. Why wouldn't it be?
If you got a 12-piece in a submarine sandwich, how much of it are you eating?
The whole thing.
Well, I did a Wawa sub yesterday, so
Nice.
Wawas are a whole new thing to me too. Because they got kiosks you can just order it. Like, it's blowing my mind.
I mean, dude, try it at 2 a.m. It's the greatest
They're
thing.
open that late?
Bro, they're open 24 hours. You're on the road. You see that light showing up. You get a buffalo chicken tender sandwich at a Wawa at 2 a.m.
Slaps.
Nothing better.
Okay, we were on the way down, and we actually stopped at our first Buc-ee's as well. So this trip has just been amazing.
The greatest week of food
This
ever.
sounds great.
Yeah, this is. I mean, I'm a bit of a foodie myself. You're doing it right.
I'm a bit of a gas station aficionado because I hit a Sheetz up on the way to New Jersey last year, and that was a whole different
I
thing.
had Sheetz this
yeah,
weekend.
Did you like it?
Loved it.
Sheets is really good.
Sheetz bags.
Yeah. I wish they still had the Sheets Pops, though.
No.
And they said they were going to
I
get
was
Faygo.
so bummed when I went last year and they didn't have any Sheets Pop.
And no Faygo either, right?
Nope. It was Coke. They had
yeah, it
Coke
was
on
just
tap.
They lie.
Maybe.
Well, the Sheets Pops are in bottles. They don't have it on.
There was no Faygo when I went.
Nope.
They lie. Because they said we are getting rid of Sheets Pops, but we're going to add fun flavors of Faygo, which is what I was looking for.
That was a lie.
It was a lie.
Yeah.
Sheets lied.
Good food though.
They still slap.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
slap, but not hard.
They don't slap as hard because imagine if you got a sheet sandwich with a cotton candy soda. How about a Red Pop? Could you get a Red Pop?
Yeah, I could.
In your heart.
I didn't when I was there. I got nice tea, but it was still good.
Right, but it wasn't available, I'm saying, the Red
That's
Pop.
exactly right.
Because they lied. You shouldn't lie, Sheets.
I know. But Matt, you sounds like you're having a great time down there.
Well, there's a lot of options here. Like, there's literally an Applebee's within walking distance, so we could be eating good in the neighborhood.
Talking about restaurants.
What about Hooters, Matt? Have you thought about hitting a Hooters?
Well, isn't there Twin Peaks as well? I'm kind of curious about that.
I mean, Twin Peaks would be fun, but Hooters is like one of the more dependable
Delightfully
restaurants I've ever
tacky,
been
I've
to.
heard.
And delightfully tacky. I'll tell you this, you have no idea the amount of money I would save on Uber Eats if there was a Applebee's in walking distance. I mean...
Would you actually walk there, though?
All the time. I would walk there all the time by myself, and I would sit there eating my Applebee's, gleefully knowing that finally I'd be able to afford my kids' college because no more Uber Eats fees.
They take it to the cleaners, don't they?
Oh, Uber Eats, they will take me to the cleaners because they know I have a problem.
Troy, isn't the world's
speaking-
largest White Castle there?
No, world's largest McDonald's.
McDonald's.
And Matt,
Yeah.
you might want to hit that up. They got McDonald's pizza.
In Orlando.
It's just the biggest McDonald's. It's not like
Biggest
the world
McDonald's in
McDonald's
the
or
world.
anything.
No, but they have pizza, and you can't get McDonald's pizza.
And I think they have pasta, too.
What?
That's great. I was in a McDonald's over the weekend going, man, what I would do for a bowl of pasta right now. You know?
Well, we had Marco's Pizza the other night because we don't have that chain up in Wisconsin, so that was
Delicious.
subpar, actually.
Oh,
No,
subpar. It's
I
unfortunate.
mean, it was,
Try
it was
Papa
fine.
John's.
Looks terrible.
Yeah, Marco's wasn't very good.
No, you could tell from the commercial.
Okay. All right.
I hadn't seen the commercial. I just looked up cheap pizza in the area because we were tired from driving. I was like, that was a miss. That was one of the misses. But
Little Marco's?
yeah, can I talk to Travis about, he talks about going to like these track meets, and I'm down here for volleyball like for the next like 3 days, and like how does he go about like tipping him back while he's like actually at like the track meet?
I thought
Because
this was
like
a serious
he has
he
question.
probably has to wait. Well, he probably has to wait
No.
like 3 hours between races, and to me, there's like 3 options, right? Like, well, probably 3. He probably has more, but like, you could do like Gatorade bottles with vodka, but then you got to make sure your daughter doesn't grab one because I think it's probably like a genetic thing with him. So I don't want to send her down that road.
100% right.
There's also like stations where you can get like a sandwich and like a soda, maybe even like a souvenir cup. You can get a cola and make your own Cuba Libre,
That's true. He's tried it.
or he probably just goes like the flask route.
I'm going to let Sam take this one.
Well, he
Because
does-
I know. Because Travis, like, he convinced his family, like, oh, it would be a great, fun family activity to collect Stanleys together. You know, people like to collect Stanleys. And he said, but part of the integrity of his family and collecting Stanleys is that sharing. That was part, and he said it was because we're collecting. We each have our own collections, and he said, let's see who can have the sweeter Stanley collection. But in
No
reality,
sharing.
no sharing. You can't touch each other's Stanleys because who's got the sweeter collection is what he says. But in reality, it's because he likes to go to these track meets, and that ain't water in his Stanley. That ain't water.
That ain't water.
Right. And Stanleys.
Stanleys are huge.
It's a long day.
Okay, you're right.
It's a long day. at the
High
track.
tolerance
That's
as well.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. He'll sit there. His tolerance is so high. He'll sit there and he'll be like, "Geez, how much water is in this? And then he'll remember 0 water. It's no water at all.
Yeah, 10 for him is like 1 for like most normal people.
100%. 100%.
He just tips him back.
Well, Matt, I'm glad you're enjoying Orlando, my friend.
Yeah, I might just stay here because with the bombing and everything, I don't know if we'll have enough money to get back with the gas. So I might just convince my wife to stay.
Smart.
Honestly.
Smart. That's the right move. You walk over to Applebee's and have that conversation with her.
Yep. Thanks, boys.
All right, buddy. I'll talk to you later.
All right, later.
I will say, there's a reason why I'm so tuned into sports right now. You know, we've been covering a lot of sports, I feel like, probably more than people expected on Sam Roberts' show.
You're a sportsman.
I'm a sportsman. I'm a sports guy. I'm one of the sports guys. And that's part of the reason why I was such a big part of Fanatics Fest over the weekend.
Oh, that's why.
Big event.
Looks fun.
It was nuts, dude. It was so fun. Big event at the Jacob Javits Center. It was the second year that they did Fanatics Fest. This one was...
this is only the second year?
Only the second year.
The leap, then, from year 1 to year 2, insane.
Insane. The leap in terms of what the place actually was, the leap in terms of promotion, because I'm sure you saw it, like, everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, it was nuts. It is crazy. And I thought it was crazy last year. Like, last year... it was the first year I did some Not Sam shows, and they had so much stuff advertised for it. And I've been to so many conventions that kind of like, you know, overpromise and then flop because they're not ready. Like, I was worried last year that it could go full Firefest because it was, you know, so much stuff being promised for a group that hadn't done conventions before. And it was awesome. Like, last year was awesome. This year, it like not only did they promise more, but to me, and I don't know, but to my experience, it like over-delivered in terms of the amount of people that were there, in terms of what they promised being there and was actually there, in terms of what people could get their hands on. I mean, there was lines for stuff.
It seemed like it was the place to be this weekend.
It was nuts. Yeah, exactly. And that's kind of, I think, what they're doing. They want to pull off this vibe of like, this is the event.
Yeah.
And they do it, right? They're making like they've hit at a time, and they've contributed so much to this idea of sports cards specifically, like, and the wave that it's on, and like, you know, Fanatics and Topps has contributed so much to it being such a huge part of culture now, that to loop it into this thing that becomes this massive event is something that they pull off, man. And I mean, just like the amount of celebrities, the amount of names, you're advertising these big names, and they're all there. Like, so I was there because they did Fanatics Games this year. It was the first time they'd done the Games event.
Okay.
But the Fanatics Games was basically, they had 50 celebrities.
It's like Squid Games?
It's like Squid Games, yes, where there's one person who wins all the money.
Okay.
Also, everyone else passes away throughout the games.
Okay.
That's
sad, but okay.
But not for the winner.
No, and you know what's coming.
You're right. And you sign up for it. Yeah. So red light, green light was sick. But no, they do. So it's like they every major sports company is there. Like every league is represented there. So the NHL has a setup. WWE, UFC both have setups.
Well, yeah, Fanatics has deals with all of them.
Right, Major League Baseball, Major League Soccer, like everybody. NBA. Pickleball. You would have loved that booth, Troy. You love pickleball.
You still doing pickleball?
When I'm down in Florida? Hell yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you would have loved that. Lots of pickleball stuff. And then, by the way, also like have all kinds of stages. They have one like huge stage, like they take the Jacob Javits Center, big stage, and they do big events. Like they did the Canelo press conference down there. That was part of Fanatics Fest. They do like LeBron James came and did his shop.
Kevin Durant found out he was traded when he was
Bro.
I mean, I'm not naive enough to think that that's when he found out. But
well, he said it.
That's when it was announced.
He said that's when he found out.
I had no idea.
I had no clue. I didn't even smell it. Yeah. So like, and so they like, you know, it's amazing.
Are they utilizing the entire center yet? Like, I know, like for Comic-Con, there's stuff going on downstairs.
Yes. So like downstairs, they go.
Wow, that's awesome.
I think level 1 Like the big theater is downstairs.
Okay.
And that's utilized the entire con, and they utilize that almost like Comic-Con utilizes Hall H, where when San Diego Comic-Con sets up, they have this massive auditorium, and they basically do all their big stuff there. Like when Marvel comes out, when like Robert Downey Jr. showed up and announced himself as Dr. Doom, that's in Hall H. And there are like comic fans that just, all they do at Comic-Con is they line up outside of Hall H so they can be there.
Just stay there all day.
Right, for these big star massive events. And that's basically what they do with the giant auditorium downstairs at the Javits.
And then the show floor.
The show floor is floor 3.
Right.
They also, not on the show floor this year, because there was just so much of it, they have another floor that's all photo ops.
Oh, jeez.
So like all the photo
ops. So they're
ops,
utilizing the entire thing.
The whole thing. The whole thing. So all the photo ops, and it's big photo ops, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, Eli Manning's there doing photo ops, like it's crazy. And I mean, it's for huge money, too.
I know. Yeah, like I saw the prices for some of these people, and like, I personally wouldn't do it, and I don't understand it, but
it's getting sold.
I mean, everything's booked.
Like, that's the thing to me. Like, you can't say it's too much if it's getting sold.
Yeah.
There's only one way to say that this is too much money. It's available.
If somebody's just sitting there and nobody's
right. If it's a huge name and they're bored, you charge too much.
But I understand being like, Eli Manning's biggest fan and willing to pay X amount of hundreds of dollars to get that photo.
And when are you going to get the opportunity again?
Yeah. No, it's great. Yeah.
Like, and a lot of people, because it's Fanatics and they're in so many different businesses, it's a lot of people that don't do conventions.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But they'll do it because, Michael Rubin will call.
He calls them all?
Hey, man, come to... I mean, he calls a lot of them. He was all over the place.
Yeah, no, I know.
So, with Fanatics Games, throughout the 3-day convention, it was Friday, Saturday, Sunday here in the Jacob Javits Center, and they get 50 fans and 50 celebrities.
Okay.
And they have them all, not partners, have them all compete against each other in 8 games.
Okay.
1 in each booth. So, like... In the NHL booth, it was a slap shot competition. They had a washer and a dryer set up.
Okay, I like
and
that.
So, and a slap shot line. And so you just, had to hit slap shots. And they had professional, like, NHL referees that were there to properly judge the slap shots.
So Tom Brady was hitting slap shots?
100%.
That's awesome.
100% Tom Brady was hitting slap shots. Tom Brady was like, there was a golf setup.
Okay, so, because I only saw the videos that you posted.
Okay.
So that was a game.
That was a game. So the
But everybody that I saw there was also doing these other games.
Every single other one.
That's awesome.
Every single other one. They did the slap shot. They did, I think MLB was pitching.
Okay.
Like, so Tom Brady was pitching. Okay. Julian Edelman was pitching. Like, Dwight Howard is pitching. Like, everybody. And then 50 fans as well are competing with these athletes.
And they're like, fuck.
Well, the idea is that, like,
I don't want to pitch in front of Tom Brady.
No, you don't want to pitch in front of Tom Brady, but hopefully... I don't know, maybe you get, like, there were soccer players competing. Maybe the soccer players are really great in the soccer booth, but they're shit in baseball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In the or like UFC, it was a punching bag that they had set up, like, with one of those, like, numbered readouts on it. So you could see who punches better.
I don't want to throw a punch in front of the man.
Right. Becky Lynch?
Yeah.
Yeah. Becky Lynch was competing.
I know.
And it was funny, too, because, like, a lot of the celebrities had this goal of not winning, but they all wanted to beat Tom Brady. Like Kevin Hart wanted to beat Tom Brady. Like ISHO Speed wanted to beat Tom Brady. And it was like he would get to events and go like, but did I beat Tom Brady? Like they would know Brady's score for specific events, and they just all wanted to beat Tom Brady.
Well, yeah, because he's
the GOAT.
When you're talking about GOATs, he's the GOAT.
He's the GOAT. He's the GOAT of the GOATs.
So if he's competing in this thing,
right?
Of course you want to beat him.
Of course.
It's the only thing you're thinking about.
And you're trying to figure out which events can I potentially beat him in. There's something you're not going to.
Because
a lot that you're not going to.
Celebrity or not, you're telling everybody, I did better than Tom Brady.
That's all. That's all. Whether you win. And John Cena was competing. And he
I know.
competed like a goofball. He's the best. But so there were all these games, and on the lawn, like the prizes, and they had the prizes on display. Mm-hmm. Third place was this like $250,000 LeBron James rookie card. Graded, already, slabbed, the whole thing.
Okay.
Second place was a straight up Ferrari.
Okay.
They just had a Ferrari parked in the front of the Jacob Javits Center. And they were like, you get to drive it home.
Just drive it home.
First place, and they had it on display, was $1 million in cash.
Wow.
Yeah. $1 million. Here's the $1 million in cash. It's on display, right? And it's legit. And so, like, there are celebrities in there that are like,
Yeah, I'd love to.
$1 million, $1 million. A Ferrari is a Ferrari. Like, these are prizes that even, like, look, is $1 million going to make or break Tom Brady? No.
No, but I Show Speed could use another $1 million.
Well, yeah, it wouldn't hurt.
Yeah.
So the
Is it a lottery system for the fans that are in this? Like, how do you...
They submitted, I don't exactly know, they submitted like a video and filled out a form and did all this, and then Fanatics selected 50. I don't exactly know what the criteria was. I couldn't enter, otherwise I would have.
Can you get me in next year?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I know one game, if I'm still in the same position, you would do very poorly on.
Okay.
The WWE one?
No,
yeah,
I'd crush it.
So, the WWE setup was everybody who competed had to do a WWE Superstar entrance.
Which is great.
So they set up, WWE's booth was they set up a big stage and ramp, and you do an entrance, and they had like...
It looked huge.
It was big. It was massive, yeah. And it was like one of those things, like it was in the back of the Javits Center, but, you know, with the music and the video screen, you could kind of see it from wherever. So it's one of those, let me go straight back.
It draws your eye.
Immediately.
I'm trying to think, as we're talking about this, I'm trying to think what I would do, like, for a whole day there, because you want to camp out somewhere.
Right.
Like, you want to be at...
And what makes the Fanatics Games thing so brilliant is that, like, last year they had the Superstar setup, like the entrance setup. And so, you know, it would draw people because you'd wait online because you want to do an entrance. Because if you're just at the convention as a fan, you could do an entrance.
Yeah, it's fun.
But this year, it drew a crowd because they knew at some point, oh, I heard today's the day Speed is going through. I heard today's the day Tom Brady's going
That's
through.
what I'm saying. Like, I would just want to, like, sit there and
camp
wait.
out and go, like, I want to see all the celebrities do these entrances because some of them are unbelievable.
And you're never going to get that close to these celebrities again.
And they're not doing wrestling entrances anywhere else.
No.
You know what I mean?
No, it's very cool.
So it's super cool. Yeah, and so, like, they had myself, Megan Morant, who I do the Raw recap podcast with, and our pal Kathy Kelly as the three judges.
Okay, weird they didn't have any dudes on the panel, but okay.
Bro, come on, bro. Come on, bro. As the three judges
Which is great.
for Superstar entrances. So now I'm sitting there and I'm saying like it is so crazy to be sitting there front and center and have every celebrity that is competing come through and look at me and go, what did you think of that? You know what I mean? And like also, I have to judge with a certain, like, I can't, if I like a celebrity, I can't just go, here's a high number.
I would. If Kiefer went through, I'd be like 10. Give me your 10.
There's literally $1 million on the line.
Yeah.
Like, it's not just for
that's
funsies, you know?
Do you step back at any point, and specifically you and Kathy, and be like, what? How did we get here?
We had a great time.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kathy and I going like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
At one point, somebody like leaned over like in the crowd and they were like, Kathy, how do I get a job with WWE? And Kathy was just like, have Sam call someone for you.
Because it's nuts.
It's nuts. It's crazy. And so this is a picture we're looking at from my Instagram on Friday. You see that astronaut behind me?
I do.
You see the space lady behind me?
Okay. Yeah, no, I see the astronaut.
That's Gayle King. Just chilling
I
with.
thought that was her.
Yeah, yeah.
But I was thinking about, like, what the hell would she be
Why
doing?
would Gayle King be hanging out with Sam and Kathy and yeah?
You know
yeah.
about astronaut Gayle King?
Yeah, that's Gayle King, the astronaut from NASA. So on Friday, they're like, Tom Brady's doing his entrance, and I was like, great, cool. And then one of the handlers comes over because also every and this is how like fine-tuned. It was really interesting to see the behind the scenes because like Fanatics has to have cars bringing everybody to and from, getting everybody where they need to go, has to have golf carts at the Javits Center to bring you from the loading dock to where you need to be, and so literally everybody there had an individual person with them the whole time.
Yeah, the logistics to this has to be crazy with the amount of celebrities that they have.
Insane. Like the way they did it was they basically just had like the way the car services were, they hired all the car services and just like assigned them. So like on Friday, I was leaving. I had a person assigned to me every day that was there to escort me around. Yeah. Well, no, it's pretty necessary. Yeah. And then I get down to the loading dock and like they say, Mr. Roberts, here, you could jump in this car.
You're like, me?
I'm like, who? Is Jake the Snake here? No, you, Mr. Roberts.
Mr. Roberts is my dad's name.
That's right. Hey, you can call me Sam. No, it's crazy. It's crazy, but they're like, you can just jump in the first car, I'll take you home. And he just took me home.
Okay.
But so they go, Tom Brady's going to do his entrance. And I was like, great. And then whoever is there, this woman comes up and she goes, Gayle King really wants to see Tom Brady's WWE entrance. Is it okay if Gayle sits with you guys? We're all like, yeah. Yes, it's okay if Space Lady Gayle King sits with us. Yes, that would be fine. And so she, here's Gayle just sitting down with us.
Did you ask her about her time in space?
I said, well, how does this compare? I said, how is this? What do you think of this place? She goes, it's amazing. I go, compared to space. No, I didn't bring up her astronaut adventures.
You're like, hey, Katy Perry.
Yeah, you know what would suck at this? Katy Perry, totally cringe, right? But, so she's sitting there with us. We're watching all these entrances. I'm already off to a great start because, Julian Edelman comes out. And he does a Stone Cold entrance that I thought was okay. I gave him a 7. The girls gave him higher scores. And now Julian Edelman, and this is the beginning of the first day. Julian Edelman is looking at me going, what the hell? What do you mean? Julian Edelman's mad at me because of my score. I'm like, bro, it's a 7.
Yeah, sorry.
And there was this feeling that I had where it's I know you're Julian Edelman and everything. You're in my world now. Yeah. We're talking about wrestling entrances.
I'm not just giving away points because you're Julian Edelman.
We're talking... It's wrestling entrances. There's no celebrity that's going to come here and out wrestling entrance me. Now, I will say there were people who got 10s out of 10s because they were wrestlers doing their own entrances. Mm-hmm. And I was like, wow, they're kind of doing it perfect. It's their entrance. But I felt like that was okay the same way if Tom Brady's going to the NFL booth and doing whatever, I don't know if they were throwing or whatever they were doing, but if Tom Brady can throw, wrestlers I feel could do their own entrances. Right. I feel like that's fair. But yeah, so then Eli Manning and Tom Brady came out, and they just start playing Roman Reigns music, and I go, this is cool, and Eli Manning walks out.
Did you know Eli Manning was walking out?
No.
Did you know everybody ahead of time?
Some of it we knew well ahead of time. Some of it was so-and-so's about to come out right now.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because it's all these huge celebrities. So they're not going to make anybody wait.
Right.
But also schedules are sometimes great and sometimes in flux. Mm-hmm. And so they're like, okay, go do it now. So there were times where we were just sitting at the table with no contestants coming out, just kind of hanging. Yeah. But so
Tom Brady comes out.
Well, Eli Manning came out to Roman Reigns music.
Okay.
And he's putting the finger up, which was amazing that these goated football players are not only doing wrestling entrances, but they're doing them of current guys and they're doing them properly.
Well, yeah, they want to win. They're competitors.
Right. So he got a good score.
Like you said, the $1 million isn't going to matter to Eli, but winning.
Especially beating Brady.
Winning.
So Tom Brady comes out, and I didn't know because sometimes Tom Brady doesn't come across as having the most charisma in the world, right?
Yes. So
Cody Rhodes music starts playing. And Tom Brady walks out in his no bull shirt with his meta glasses on.
That's what they are.
And he starts actually doing the entrance. He's got a championship belt on his shoulder. He's hitting the ground like Cody. He's doing the whoa. He's soaking up the crowd. I go, Brady, here we go. And then he grabs a Jets jersey from somebody in the crowd, and he holds it up.
Giants?
First it was Jets.
Oh, okay.
He holds up the Jets jersey.
Okay.
And he throws it on the floor and spits on it. And I go, he's going full heel. Look at him. See, he's got the Jets jersey here. He throws out and he spits on it and stomps on it. I go, the fact that Tom Brady is going full heel, I'm like, this is amazing. And then he takes I think that's a Eli jersey, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. And he takes a Giants jersey, an Eli Manning jersey, and he rips it. See, there we are. We're angled off to the side in this one, but you can kind of see the signs.
Yeah.
As he's got that jersey on the ground, and that's him looking at us. We're scoring him.
And then he
see me right there in the middle. I gave him a 9,
which is great.
But the fact that I can Tom Brady's looking at me, going, me, Tom Brady, the GOAT. What did you think of me? And I'm like, wasn't a 10, but I'll give you a 9.
Almost perfect.
Which it was just it made my life. It was so fun. And then Eli Manning comes out and attacks him. I was like, this is insane.
What are we doing?
What is this? How did anybody even allow this to happen? Dwight Howard came out and did a Booker T spin-a-rooney. Like, he started breakdancing. I don't know if you saw James Harden.
No, I didn't.
James Harden came out in full Hulk Hogan garb. Like
Hulk Hogan's fat.
Red bandana. Red bandana, yellow Hogan shirt,
awesome.
everything.
This has to... Now, I don't know the other games, and you said a few of them.
I mean...
This seems like one of the more fun games for the celebrities to do. Like, I think you can really kind of be creative with it.
Totally creative.
You know?
Yeah, and it's the only subjective one, too.
That's what I'm saying. Like, okay,
the other ones were feats.
Yeah, you're shooting hoops for basketball. Like, okay. But like this, you can really kind of make it your own.
Right.
In a way.
Right.
So it seems fun.
It is.
That's funny.
I thought Tiffany Haddish was going to hit me.
I saw Tiffany was there, yeah.
She literally, I gave her a 7 because, her entrance was good. I mean, 7's good, but,
What'd you give Kevin Hart?
Kevin Hart got a 10. Kevin Hart's entrance was nuts. Kevin Hart's entrance was so good and well thought out. Kevin Hart comes out to Triple H's music. He's got some kind of alcohol that he's drinking, and then he spits it out like Triple H. And then Cody Rhodes' music hits, and Cody Rhodes actually comes out behind Kevin Hart. And then Kevin jumps on Cody to hug him, and Cody falls backwards. And then a referee comes out, counts 3, Kevin Hart holds up the belt. And I go, that's a 10 out of 10 entrance. Like, how do you do better than that? Mike Chandler, I think it was, from the UFC.
Okay.
He came out, and, like, I thought his entrance was a little mixed up. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because I think it was like a John Cena entrance, but he was spitting water. I was like, to me, if you're doing one of these entrances, what's the story you're telling me, right?
Sure.
What's the story? What am I being sold here? What's the story you're telling me? Don't just do a bunch of stuff. What's the story? So I wasn't that impressed, right? And so the girls both gave him a 9, but I threw up a 6 because and he looked at me, and he's like a UFC guy. He was like, a 6. And I thought on my feet, and I looked at Kathy next to me, and I go, no, because like 69, I said to him. And he went from mad to, oh, yeah. He was smart. He was thrilled about it. Yeah, I mean, they did a Triple H water spitting contest that we judged as well.
Okay.
That was, and Triple H came out for that. Gilly the Kid competed.
Oh.
Gilly the King, I guess now.
That's cool.
He did very well.
Good.
Quavo competed.
No shit.
He did all right. Quavo.
Was Gronk there?
Oh, yeah, Gronk competed.
Did you give him a 69?
No, I didn't think of it until after Gronk, but then that's why it was in my head when Michael Chandler came out. Okay. Yeah. I mean, you see, like, it's crazy. What a scene.
That's what I'm saying. This looks like
a lot of fun.
A fun place to be.
Yeah. And just, and so much stuff. And also, you're right, Travis, about the fact that this is like a WWE entrance stage. Like, so much stuff going on. Everybody's a performer, whether you're an athlete or like whatever. You're a performer on some level. So this is the one space where there's a crowd around you. You just get to be silly and perform.
That's why I'm saying this looks like the best game.
It is, but for sure. And plus, I don't need to be like a real, like, official guy. I'm just like, I know entrance is real good.
Yeah.
Here's the number that I give it.
And you get to hang with your friends all weekend.
100%. 100%. I mean, it was
King. And Gail King.
And Gail King. Astronaut lady.
There's not that many people that are astronauts.
Twice, by the way, Michael Rubin, who literally runs all of Fanatics, is like a really powerful CEO these days, just comes over because he wanted to see Kevin Hart's entrance, because he wanted to see whatever it was. There was a WWE confrontation that they did as part of like a storyline on that stage.
He's a fan?
He's a fan. And he was like, oh, did you guys see this? We were like, yeah, it was crazy, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it was great, man. It was... Yeah, it was nuts. At one point, like they built a 40-40 club. You remember like Jay-Z's 40-40 club? This is the second year in a row they've done it, but they rebuild the 40-40 club inside the Jacob Javits Center, and it's for VIPs only.
What's it like for the rehearsal?
Exactly. Yeah. It looks like Nathan's bar, but it's on the floor of the Javits Center, but it's where celebrities can go in.
Oh, wasn't he there? Was he there last year?
Jay-Z?
Yeah,
and he was there this year too.
He was
100%.
Wow.
I think he was there Friday and Saturday. He wasn't competing.
Him with Beyonce, like in Paris.
Yeah, no, he was there. He was 100% there. Maybe he's just there on Friday, but he was there, 100% there. Yeah, see, there, that's him right there.
Okay. Because I remember seeing a video from last year.
Yeah, oh no, he was there this year.
The amount of money they must spend.
Crazy. But then the amount of money that they make, too. I mean, it's full.
Yeah.
All weekend, it's full.
No, I know, but like you got to split that money so many ways.
That's true, but they're also selling crazy merch. They're also like they have Fanatics Live.
Did you
like
buy any cards? I saw there was a lot of people selling trading cards.
a lot of people were. I didn't buy any. My son bought some. I brought my kid.
Nice.
Introduced the kids to Triple H.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
His
Yeah.
dad's boss.
Yeah, that's right. By the way, I will say this. Did think about this. Like, I introduced them to Triple H. And, like, especially my son. He lost his mind, my son. He was like, oh, my God, I can't believe that just happened. It's going to be a real bummer when I'm like, this is my other boss, Jim McClure.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a
And I feel bad for McClure because he's going to see it in their eyes. You know what I mean? Like, oh,
Yeah.
hey.
You probably should have introduced McClure
I was
first.
thinking that, but too late.
This
You know,
is Triple H.
This is Triple H. You know, he's my boss. Oh, can we meet your boss this year? This is Jim McClure. They're like,
Who?
what?
How you doing?
Yeah.
Hey, kids.
I mean, he's tall too, but in kind of a weird way. Just doesn't have the presence, you know?
Yeah, I mean, no, I get what you're saying. I don't know if you gotta frame it like that.
I mean, plus I could go home and play 2K. It's not like McClure's in 2K.
I mean, you could make him.
Yeah, but I don't know.
You create a character.
You're just sitting there making it skinnier and skinnier and skinnier. Like, you don't want to do that. You know? Just doesn't.
That's not nice.
I wish I'd introduced them to McClure first, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I get that, but I don't know when that's gonna happen.
I don't know either. He didn't do the water spit contest, so I don't know.
Jim McClure.
Jim McClure did not. That's where I introduced them to Triple H. So I
I
don't know.
swallowed it again. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I was very, and they gave me like, they go, oh, here's your wristband to get into the 40-40 club. I was like, thanks. I won't need this.
You didn't go in?
Hell no.
Why?
What am I going to do? Just sit, I mean, you know how I do in social scenarios. I'm like, nope. I know
Do
my.
a quick lap. See if you see Hove.
Look at Manosphere Malcolm.
Bro, Meek Mill was there.
Go see Meek Mill.
Go ask him about Diddy or something.
Yeah.
Meek.
Hey, real quick.
How many freak offs, dude?
Yo, what's up? How's the freak off?
That was the freak off anyway. I mean, it was probably real chill before they, you know.
But this is a different situation. You're like part of this event.
Yeah.
You could have walked in like, hey, you know.
No, I liked being there with my purpose. Everybody's like, yeah. You know what I realize? I like it when people are like, no, we need you here.
Right.
Then I go, okay, no questions. And by the way, tell me if you don't, I'll go home. But we need you here. If they're like, you can go there if you want, I go, nah,
I'm good.
nah.
I would have gone.
To just as like just a person standing in the audience.
No, I mean like to the 40-40 club.
Oh yeah, of course I would have.
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. You didn't just take a lap.
It's
No.
yeah,
I didn't go
exactly.
in.
Just do a lap.
What was if you saw young Hove?
Iceberg?
Yeah, you don't have a picture with young Hove, do you?
No.
Okay.
I'd love
He's
to.
literally one of the only people you've like waited in a line
To meet
to meet
as an adult.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but I wasn't going in that club.
What if Jack White was in there?
Well, you never know.
That's what I was
He
saying.
could
You
be
got to
in
go
there.
in.
He could be in there.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah, no, I didn't go in there. And then, like, also, on one of the days, you know, like I said, they gave, like, escorts to all the celebrities, like, people to, like, make sure you go where you need to be, but also if there's anything you want, can I get you anything? They would even like, oh, do you want to have some merch? Do you want to have this? Do you want to have that? You need something to eat? Do you want to go somewhere? Do you want to see anything at the convention? Do you want to?
I'll take a Faygo.
Right. I was like, no, I'm fine. Like, literally, the green room was a Starbucks. Like, the green room itself was a functioning Starbucks with Starbucks logos on it. That's cool. I brought Duncan from home.
I mean, you're an easy guy.
I'm an easy guy.
Plus, you want the points.
I wanted the points.
Yeah. You're like, actually, can you get me a Dunkin'? I'm going to pre-order it on the app.
Yeah.
Because I want the points.
Right.
Just pick it up.
I mean, one day, the Friday and the Sunday, I took a car service there, but the Saturday, the car service was running behind. I was like, I want to get there on time. I texted my guy there. I was like, listen, I'm just going to drive my Jeep in. And I just drove my own car in and just parked it in the loading dock.
That's great.
It was awesome. And then, you know, they put you on a golf cart and everything to take you where you need to be. Oh.
You must have felt so important this weekend.
I did. And then
Now I gotta come back here.
I know, and deal with you guys.
No,
you
we're
look,
cool. Yeah,
you
we're-
look at,
yeah,
but
no,
you
we're
look
cool,
at me
dude.
like less than.
I don't look at you as less than.
Not after this weekend.
No.
Oh, really? I finally did it. But I go on. I think it was Sunday, and the girl introduces. She goes, "Oh yeah, no, I'll be here with you all day. Like whatever you need. Like, and they're literally wherever you go, they're just there. Like if you look around, your person's going to be
You're
there.
like, get away from me.
And you know how I roll.
Yeah. You're
So
normal.
I said I strive for normality, and I'm or normalcy, and I'm sitting in the Starbucks green room, and like she's out of eyesight, I couldn't see her. So I split. I left.
Yes.
I left like it was a prison escape. I left.
Nice.
I went out onto the
Like
floor.
you're the president trying to get away from Secret Service.
100%. I left. I split. And I got out onto the floor, and now I'm just walking around. Went to see some of my friends doing other stuff. Ended up popping on Fanatics Live, doing some box breaks, just doing whatever I wanted to do. And then, like an hour, it was probably like an hour, 45 minutes to an hour later.
Poor woman.
I know, bro. I didn't even think about it. I didn't think about it because I was like, who's going to sweat over me? Like, who cares?
But to her, it's her job.
I know, I didn't think about
She
it.
just lost the person that she's supposed to have eyes on the entire time.
Oh, I know. I
Like,
didn't.
where's Sam Roberts? I don't know.
I didn't. Well, I didn't think about it because I don't think about myself in those terms at all. And so I just like casually rolled back. And she's sitting there, she's standing there, and she's clearly been talking to the people at the entrance of the green room who are checking, making sure nobody gets in there. It's not supposed to be in there. And they were like, he's here. We were all looking for you. We were wondering. We were like, we lost you. Like, where did you go? I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize, like, was that stressful? And she was like, it was for a minute. I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I was like, sometimes I just wander off like a little kid.
You should have been like, I was here the whole time. What are you talking about?
Right, I was just in the room. I was in the back. I was in the back. Yeah, she was like, "I'm sorry, I'll never go to the bathroom again." I was like, "No, go to the bathroom as much as you want." I walked away. It's on me. I'm sorry.
My bad.
I'm just being my weird antisocial. Like,
Yeah, no, I would have wanted to do the exact same thing.
just walk around.
That's funny.
Without it. Yeah.
But I do feel bad for her.
And then I did. I didn't even think about it, and then I felt really bad for her.
Because in her position, she just lost her job.
Right.
You
And
know?
so then I told everybody I could find what a great job she was doing.
And she's already probably because, like, she got assigned to you.
Well, then I go like, have
Instead
you?
of, like, LeBron.
Well, I go, have you been here all weekend? Because I also didn't know. Maybe they have like the lower tier people assigned to like idiots like me. Mm-hmm. And she goes, oh, how's the weekend been for you? I'm like, it's been amazing. I go, how about for you? Have you been like all over the place or just assigned with one person? And she goes, well, just one person. But yesterday I was with James Harden all day.
Oh,
and it was insane. She was actually said she was kind of glad that it was more chill today.
I could see that.
Because he was also competing in the games.
Right.
So he had to go to every single booth, and she had to get James Harden, with security, by the way, to every booth. I also had
There's probably a lot more pressure, too.
Bro, I had like multiple security guards assigned to me.
That seems unnecessary.
Yeah, it's really unnecessary.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't roll with an entourage at all. I was like, you should go with the girls. You should go with Kathy and Megan. Like, they're way creeps out here
Yeah.
looking at these girls. Like,
For sure.
especially Kathy. I mean, she can't even like get around these places. They're like, you know what I mean? They're hounding her.
Yeah, I know.
So I was like, no, go with them. Like, go. No, I'm
Not a Simpson, that crowd.
Yeah. I'll be totally fine. Like, take 7 pictures and be okay. Like, it's not that big a deal.
Yeah, you don't need security.
Yeah. No. I'll just stop and take some photos, then get out of here. But yeah. So then at the end of the day, Tom Brady did win Fanatics games.
Did he really?
Yes. I think it was the way it worked. I mean, it was interesting because it was.
That seems so wrong.
Tom Brady won the $1 million.
Good for Tom.
Justin Gaethje, the UFC fighter, came in second place and won the Ferrari.
Uh-huh.
And then some teacher, I think from Philly, came in third place.
Okay.
And he won, and this was good, he won the LeBron James card. Tom Brady on the spot bought it from him for $250.
Really?
On the spot, Tom Brady said,
Stop saying Twom.
I know, I keep... on the spot, Tom Brady gave him $250,000 for the card.
that's cool.
So that's good. And then Tom Brady also gave...
Now it's the Tom Brady LeBron card, and it's probably worth twice as much.
And Tom Brady's got his own chain of card stores that he's building.
Does he?
Yeah. Tom Brady's Card Vault.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yes, he does. Yes, he's in... Which is, I'm sure, one of the reasons why he was so ingrained in Fanatics Fest. But then he also gave $5,000 to every one of the 50 fans that participated.
Okay, shout out Tom Brady.
Yeah. And then, to my knowledge, Justin Gaethje just drove away.
Like, see you guys later.
I don't know for sure. But, yeah, Justin Gaethje just drove away. So...
And you got something that money can't buy.
Oh, my God. I didn't even tell you that story. So I'm sitting there, right? And they're like, John Cena's doing an entrance today. I'm like, great. Cool. John Cena's doing an entrance. That's super fun. And his first entrance was interrupted. And they did like a thing, like Seth Rollins came out, and then CM Punk came out, and it was a to-do, which I was like, that's great. And I thought that was going to be the entrance. And they were like, what'd you score the entrance? And we all said 0. Because John Cena's a bad guy.
Right.
And because it was interrupted. I said 0.
CM Punk was standing on your table.
That's right. It was awesome. It was awesome. And I mean, he really did. Like, it really is a crazy perspective when you're like just because they didn't say everything that was going to happen, and like you're just watching this Seth Rollins and John Cena confrontation, and all of a sudden you feel a presence behind you, and it's suited CM Punk just going behind you and standing up on your table, and you're like, what the hell's going on? So I kind of thought John Cena was done. That was going to be it, right? And then whatever, we were doing more entrances, and all of a sudden, John Cena's music plays again. And I figured it was a fan, because they were cycling fans in as well that weren't competing just between the competitors. I was like, okay, and people were doing John Cena, obviously. And then John Cena takes a pratfall and comes out of the curtain, and it's him. And I'm like, oh, he's doing another entrance. And he looks around with this goofy expression on his face. And then he looks in my general direction. And he makes like an excited sound. I don't know. And he starts running down the ramp. And I go, oh, this is cool. Because ever since John Cena turned into a bad guy, he hasn't done a running entrance.
Oh my God. Great.
He hasn't done a running entrance. So I go, oh, it's so cool that we get to see him run again. And then he keeps running, and I go, oh my God, he's not stopping. And then he dives over the table.
Like dives.
Dives. And I go, in the split second, I go, holy shit, I'm not going to be able to stop this guy. He's a massive man.
Wow.
And
It's insane.
And he dives in, and he gives me the biggest, longest hug that maybe I've ever received.
Yeah, I mean, your kids aren't ever going to hug you that tight.
No, he dives over the table,
Knocks everything over.
I mean, holding on to me tight, won't release. And people were like, what was he whispering in your ear? Thinking it was some like, oh, this is such a fun thing. He was shouting, I'm so happy to see you. I'm so happy to see you. Just being this goofball. And then he takes the table over with him. We have to help him up. Part of me is panicking because I go, I pray to God he doesn't get injured right now. Right? He's literally the defending champion in WWE. So you can see me helping him up. And then he goes and he's gone. And I go, what the fuck just happened? And I look down, and of course my caseless phone is glass first on the concrete. But I go, listen, whatever is wrong with my phone right now, that's the John Cena damage.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
And you can see, before I even checked my phone, I put my 10 card up. And I gave him a 10 on that entrance.
Yeah, of course.
And I checked my phone. They're definitely brand new scuff marks.
Yeah, but those are John Cena scuffs.
Those are John Cena scuffs. I may not even sell this phone back.
No, I wouldn't. It's worth more now.
Yeah, that's my Cena phone.
That's awesome.
But yeah, he just out of nowhere.
Look how happy you are.
I couldn't have been happier.
Well, yeah, I mean,
I was like, oh my God, this happened.
you just got a big bear hug from John Cena.
And it's also like, you have to understand, it's very difficult when you're sitting between Megan and Kathy Kelly. Like, the attention's not coming your way.
Of course.
And that's something I'm fine with, have always been fine with. But when it does, and they're still sitting there just watching it happen, I mean, I know how these ladies feel now. It feels amazing. And it's the GOAT. I mean, talking about Tom Brady's the GOAT. It's the other GOAT. It's John Cena.
Yeah.
The Never Seen 17. Come on, bro. And he's there just to give me a hug?
Well, I don't know if that's
Leaping
why
into
he
my
was
arms?
there.
He leapt into my arms.
No, I know that was the outcome, but I don't know if that's why he was there.
I think so.
Okay. You know what? I'm not going to take that away.
It felt intentional.
Yeah.
Yes.
He did it with intentionality.
I don't know if that was his plan when he came out,
I think so.
but when
At
he
least-
started running,
He's like, I'm doing this.
he's like, I'm just going to jump into Sam's arm.
I'm doing this. And I'm like, okay, he's jumping into my arms. Here he is. And I'm like sitting there. It was absolutely one of those moments where like you have that out of body experience going, you're probably wondering how I got here.
That's me.
Yeah.
And who was videoing?
I don't know.
Oh, it's so great you got that.
I know, because I was sitting there going like, can somebody find some footage or something?
Yeah.
And like, I didn't know at first because it was later in the day. I was like, can you imagine if nobody videoed it? I mean, somebody had to, at least in the crowd or something like that. But then I have a video that Kathy took, which is really funny because it's like you can see him running towards us, like, and then you can see him jump into my arms, and it gets Cloverfieldy because a giant John Cena. I'll show it to you. I had her send it to me. But then Fanatics posted this video.
Okay.
And so I guess there was somebody from Fanatics that was over there. You know, they tried to shoot as many of the celebrity entrances as they could because it was literally like every single one of them was a moment. It was like 50 throughout the weekend, 50 moments. So, and that's the other thing about the WWE station was that it's cool to see Tom Brady take a slap shot or whatever. But in terms of just making these like moments where you're like, I gotta see this, the entrances are where it's
That's
at.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I didn't see videos from any other places this weekend.
Right. I mean, did you, John Cena doing basketball shots?
That was funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
John Cena decided to make his own moments elsewhere too. John Cena had a case of the goofballs, I think.
Because he has fun.
He has fun
doing whatever he wants.
He has fun. He's in a space in life where he can have fun, and he should have fun. And by the way, I'm in a space in life where I can have fun. I had a lot of fun.
You should.
Yeah.
I'm glad you did. And you know what else?
What?
I hope this company takes notice.
They better. They better. How do you like me now?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not fucking around, dude.
No, I saw the chart.
Which chart?
Fuck around and find out chart.
That's right. Everybody's fighting out. I mean, he's men leap into my arms.
It's incredible.
And by the way, there's going to be more.
I couldn't
More
believe
men
myself.
leaping into your arms?
100%.
Okay.
Watch. Watch what happens.
Don't believe me, just watch.
Exactly. Hanging out with spaceship pilots like Gail King.
Astronauts.
Astronauts and goats.
pilots. I had nothing to do with the
He
pilot.
I think she
had a
did.
long weekend.
I think she did. No, I think
I
don't
think
know.
you have a case of the goofballs.
Yeah.
Good for you.
What a weekend. Holy, I was watching your stories. I was like, holy shit.
Just going to like, it's just so fun that you're just like going to have fun.
Yeah.
I'm not like sitting there going like, okay, this is my responsibility is this. It's like, just go have a good time.
Yeah.
It's Fanatics Fest. Went up every day. Like, you know, I started the thing, grabbed the microphone, welcome to Fanatics Fest, blah, blah, blah. Come on. That's it. Light work.
You didn't have Hot Dog do that?
He didn't come. Oh, and by the way. Oh. The FOMO that was setting in for Hot Dog.
Really?
Why didn't you bring him? You should have had him shoot everything.
Unnecessary.
Number one, it was unnecessary. I didn't want like, because if I'm not like, if it's not my event, I don't want somebody following me around with a camera if I'm there to judge others' entrances. Of course. So right there, it's like, I'm not trying to be Hollywood Roberts. But also, I asked for passes for my wife and kids.
Sure.
So that they could have a good time. I wasn't also then going to be like, and also Hot Dog, and also, it's like, you know, like, let's relax.
And since your wife and kids went this year, Troy and I will go next year.
I would love to go.
Yeah.
This sounds
You
like
would?
fun.
Yeah,
Oh, my
cool.
God,
Yeah.
yeah.
Would you be my person?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Would you be my person?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. I'd have my eyes on you all weekend.
Could I put you in suits and sunglasses and put earpieces in you that don't actually lead to anything?
I'll wear whatever you want.
Whatever.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I won't even go to the bathroom just so I can keep an eye on you.
I mean, that's,
Because you know,
that's impossible.
the minute you go to the bathroom, I'm
You're
gone.
gone.
I'm gone. I'm good as gone. I won't be there when you get back.
You're going to piss 10 minutes into the fest.
You probably will. You're gonna need a colostomy bag.
All right, so Hot Dog was having some FOMO?
He was like he was
texting you?
He was texting me a lot of sad face stuff and
Come on, dude.
hey man, what can I tell you? You know, you like happy hour. I like doing this.
Yeah, enjoy your own life.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. He was sitting there like, oh, me and the girls are going to Central Park.
Yeah,
Oh,
go out with
cool.
the ladies. I saw.
Yeah, exactly. Cool. Do your basic bitch shit.
Have your rosé.
Right, exactly. Enjoy it. I'll be over here doing this. You know?
Oh, poor Hot Dog.
Don't leave me to my own devices.
He was fine. Maybe
I don't think he was.
You don't think so?
You think
No,
he
gets so FOMO and
He-
so jealous.
He does so much with you.
I know, but he gets FOMO'd out quick. Yeah. And he's never happy for me.
Never. No,
You
it's
don't think
never
so?
like.
No, he always works in self-interest.
Yeah.
Think about the footage. You know what I mean?
I think he's happy for you.
No, he's happy for me in the sense that he's riding.
Yeah. That
You
he
know what
gets
I
to be
mean?
like, hey, did you see Sam? You know, I video for him.
Because he knows I'm unfortunately loyal. Unfortunately. He knows.
You're not like these hoes.
No, not like these hoes. They ain't loyal.
No, they're not.
But he knows, much to my detriment, that, like, you know, as long as I'm around, like, he's good. Unfortunately.
I mean, you don't have to say unfortunately.
So, like, the better I do, he's like, whatever, if he just hit me up, he's like, oh, can I, like, yeah, sure, we'll sneak you in.
Yeah, there's self-interest there.
Of course.
I mean, you gave him a great weekend in Vegas. I mean, it's like you should still be riding high from that.
He always wants more. He's got the disease of more. I don't have that disease. He's got the disease of more.
He threw up all over that hotel.
And he threw up in the hotel.
Well, and he clogged the toilet, so
Yeah, she did.
that's just a bad scene all around.
I got them that hotel.
I hope that doesn't reflect poorly on you.
The demon room.
It's Possessed.
I hope not too. They put a demon in the toilet. Let's go to Libby in Oregon. What's up, Libby?
Hey.
Hey.
Sam.
Oh, wait, real quick. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Libby, but Hot Dog said, I was trying to ignore your posts. I'm happy, though. You see?
He's not.
I'm
happy, though.
I'm happy, but I am trying to ignore your posts. My friends don't ignore my posts when good things are happening. Were you ignoring my posts?
Not at all. I was liking them. I was like, this is great.
Right. That's how I am.
Well, I'm happy for you.
And that's how I am when I see you with trains.
See?
Oh, you guys
Troy's-
both had the
Troy's
best
in his-
time.
Great weekends.
Go ahead, Libby.
That's what I wanted to say. I am so happy. I'm like, it's literally my cheeks are just bursting with happiness for you, Sam. You're
That's
doing
the alcohol.
such a good job.
Thank you, because I got to
you know what?
because I got to holler at Gail
By
King.
the way, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think you're doing everything. I'm like, look, if anybody's listening to this,
Nah, just
I mean,
you.
I know I am. This is how you should live your life. Look at how great you had. What a nice life you have.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to
It's a
say
little
that.
condescending, but thank you.
No, it's not.
It
was
sounds how it
me.
feels.
No, she's saying you have a great
What a
life.
nice life you have. What a nice little life you have. You know what I mean? Like,
No, she's not being condescending. Hot Dog is.
I'm not.
all right.
No,
Hot Dog.
I
maybe
really
maybe
am
I'm put
not.
off from Hot Dog.
I was trying
Oh,
to ignore
Hot
your
Dog.
posts.
No, well, no, don't do that. But I do. I'm happy for you. I'm proud of you. I think
you.
you've done such a good job with your life. You've got a
Same.
great family. You talk about
True.
everything. And what are you living your dream?
Yep.
I mean, that's what you have to like put out there.
Wouldn't it be
You're-
great? No, dude. No, this sucks. Yeah, no. Yes, I am. 100%.
See,
Yeah.
so it's not all World War III.
No, not in my life.
we
Not in
can-
my house. World War III's not happening in my house.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's
I'm
what's up.
sorry, you're on a delay. I can't
No,
hear you very
all
well.
right, goodbye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Hey, this
I'm sure it's
phone's
my
on a
problem.
delay.
I'm sure it's my issue. Well, I got Troy living his best life with the trains.
That's Chesapeake and Ohio 614.
When I saw you with the trains,
Yeah.
I was happy.
Yeah.
I was like, we're all having a great.
You weren't trying to ignore his posts?
No, I was like, because it's not about me. It's what brings you happiness. And I knew you going out there and seeing the trains, and then you take pictures with them. I said, Troy's living his dream too, to be with the trains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You love the trains.
I never seen you post so much about anything.
I know. I love.
You posted more at the train station for one day than you did the whole time you were in Hong Kong.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Well, first of all, I love Strasbourg Railroad.
You do?
I do.
Mm-hmm.
It's out in Lancaster, which is Lancaster's great. And then I went and saw, all the locomotives. Number 90 was in service. Saw 614. They just brought 614 over.
I didn't even realize they had brought it over.
Yeah, they're restoring it.
You got to see that?
Well, they have it just parked there. They're going to begin restoring it, but
Restoration?
yeah,
That's sick.
But so it's just sitting there.
And you get to just see it.
Well, they're rascals there.
Oh, it's a little tricky?
They were a little tricky because I'm like, how do I get over to see 614? They're like, oh no, it's blocked off. You can't see it. You could just kind of see it like down the thing. I was like, fuck, I'm not taking that for an answer.
That's right. Good for you.
So I parked on the side of the street and I walked up.
Smart.
And I walked through the employee parking lot. And I'm like, say something stupid.
Right, exactly. I'll kick someone's ass. I want to take a picture with 614.
Yeah, I'm going to the choo-choo.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
Troy Kwan 614 says, I just whipped your ass.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Try to keep me away from this train.
Try.
Yeah.
Try. I'm here to accomplish my dream.
That's right. So I'm excited. So then I'll go back next fall when it's restored.
And take another photo?
When it's operational,
What if they're like, no photos?
get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, that's
Can't
right.
stop me.
That's right. What are you going to do?
Yeah, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do about it?
What if I do? What are you going to do?
Yeah, kick me out.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Why don't you physically remove me then? Okay, then I'm going to take a picture with the train.
Yeah. I had a great weekend.
It looks great.
Yeah.
It looks great. Yeah, because most of the photos from Hong Kong was you in like McDonald's.
Well, don't worry. I had a lot of McDonald's this weekend.
Oh.
You did again? Because
You said you don't eat McDonald's a lot.
So you're misinterpreting us. I could eat McDonald's every day.
No, but you said I'm really not doing that anymore.
Well,
and
I try not to eat McDonald's every day.
I know. You said you tried. Maybe you said you try not to, and we took that as I'm not, because does feel like every time. Oh, look at that. That's quite a locomotive. That's a good comment. That's quite a loco, and it is quite a locomotive.
Massive locomotive.
It's a very funny comment.
Man, you got good eyesight.
I'm lit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy for you though.
I try not to pay attention to how good you can see. Yeah, it does feel like every time you tell us this is where I went, it follows up with, and I went to the McDonald's there. Because like before you were like in Orlando, you're like, you know what they have in Orlando?
McDonald's?
And then you were like, I was in Hong Kong, and you know where I went 3 times?
McDonald's.
And then before, people were going to think this is a rerun because you were like, I was in Chicago over the weekend, and guess where I went?
McDonald's.
And then you went to Lancaster to see the trains, and you had a lot of
McDonald's.
Okay.
No, I love McDonald's.
It's great food, by the way.
McDonald's?
Yeah, she's just like, oh, God.
Hey, chef, come with me to McDonald's.
She eats an Egg McMuffin, though.
She does like that. Was
she
it
has, Egg McMuffin? You have...
I had a value meal and an extra. So listen to this bullshit. You ready for this?
I am. Please tell me.
Went to McDonald's.
In Lancaster.
No, this was in Allentown.
All right.
The McDonald's right across the street from Dorney Park.
Oh.
Okay.
It's a good one.
It is a good one.
Yeah.
I went there. I got 2 value meals, Egg McMuffin value meals.
Oh, it was breakfast time.
Yes. 2 Egg McMuffin value meals and 2 extra Egg McMuffins.
Perfect.
Yeah. Guess how much that cost?
Oh,
okay. Let me work this out. I'm gonna say
$35.
No way.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 26.
Almost $40.
Wow.
No.
I literally pulled up and I was like,
I was factoring in about 10 for each meal and about 3 for each muffin.
I said to the guy, I pulled out my phone with the calculator. I'm like, we have to break this down. I'm like, I need to understand what's happening here.
In the drive-thru?
In the drive-thru line.
Oh, they hate you. They're trying to get those cars
You pulled
out.
out your calculator?
You're messing with their time.
I said, I need to understand how.
You didn't think your fingers would do the trick. You pulled out your calculator going, I need to understand how you reached this total.
How we reached this total.
Because there's like $38, $39.
I said, I was literally here a month ago and it was not this expensive and I bought the exact same thing.
No wonder you were so stressed about World War III. You were like, I thought Trump was going to make McDonald's cheap. And you would think if he had any sort of like, this is my focus, McDonald's would be it.
Mm-hmm. So I couldn't believe it.
Yeah. So, I mean.
And they're like, oh yeah, the prices just went up because Dorney Park's open.
Oh.
That's just gouging. I was like, you motherfuckers.
Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then the next morning.
Wow, and isn't that amazing? Because really, the price could go down because the volume's going up. No. But I guess you know what's happening. People are showing up.
Yep.
Which means demand is going up, which means price goes up.
Yep.
Yeah.
So then the next morning, I drove an extra 20 minutes out of the way, 15 minutes out of the way.
Smart.
I went to the McDonald's in Trexlertown. It was almost $15 cheaper.
That's getting close to 50% cheaper.
Isn't that crazy?
That's
that they
nuts.
Do that?
I thought that I would have assumed because of the franchise agreement that it's one price all around, but I guess that Connecticut one is super expensive.
I think if you were out in like Bumblefuck.
Oh man, I got to start looking to see, because there's one by me that's near the high school and one by me that's not near the high school. I'll bet the one near the high school is more expensive because it fills up with kids.
I mean, it's just crazy what they do. Wow. That was insane to me.
Did you pay it?
Well, I'm already in line. Like, what am I going to do? Get out and drive to the other one? It's
no,
like,
I get it.
Plus, you can taste it in your mouth already.
Oh, yeah. You can't drive away from a McDonald's.
Wait a minute. So then you went 2 days in a row.
Oh, yeah. You said you went the next day.
He said he went the next day 20 minutes out of his way to get him some more McDonald's. A lot of people would say, well, I'm not doing that again because I had McDonald's for breakfast yesterday.
Well, when I visit my mom, it's she likes she never has McDonald's, so she likes an Egg McMuffin. So it's like our thing together.
Right. And you got it the day before because
I was with my mom.
But what about?
Oh, you were with your mom both days?
No. Then I went 3 times. So when we were, sorry.
He said, I'm trying not to eat McDonald's every day. Over the weekend, how often did you eat McDonald's? It was every day.
3?
Yeah.
It was every day. But you know what?
Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
No, it was Thursday because we went out to Pennsylvania. And so it was Thursday night. We hadn't had dinner. Clarice had a online course that she was teaching. And then, so we got on the road to get going, and she's like, I'm starving. I could go for a fillet of fish. Then I start thinking,
oh my God. And look.
Don't tempt me with a good time.
Listen, regardless of what your motives are regardless of what your intention is, regardless of what your plans are going forward, when your fiance says, I could go for McDonald's, you cannot pass that.
Right.
You can't, that is something you must, if you don't take advantage of that, you're a fool. Right. I don't even care if you have McDonald's for breakfast and lunch, and then your fiance goes, I could go for some McDonald's for dinner. You have to go.
I'm in.
You have to. And you did the right thing then.
And you know when you're on a road trip, McDonald's just slaps hard.
Do you eat it in the car?
Of course. Yeah.
That's
and I had a McCrispy, which that's not something I get.
Right.
So I was like, I'll try the chicken sandwich because I haven't had one. It's delicious.
It really is good.
So good.
Okay, so you had that for dinner
Thursday night.
Okay. That's with the pickles on it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
you didn't even know how good it was.
And Toots was with us, and he had some Filet-O-Fish. He goes crazy for Filet-O-Fish.
He loves the Filet-O-Fish. So like when you're in the car we probably should have saved this for tomorrow, but we're here, unfortunately.
Yeah.
When you're in the car, we might have to skip Toots Day tomorrow because, unless there's more to do.
There's
tomorrow.
more, but
okay. When you're in the car with Toots,
yeah,
and he goes crazy because he's eating Filet-O-Fish, how do you know? Like, what are the things that he does? This is your cat, Mr. Toots. What are the things that he does in the car that makes you go, oh, there he is? He's going crazy because of the fish.
First of all, he scarfs it down so fast that he can't even eat it fast enough.
Because it's so good.
It's so delicious.
Yeah.
And then he's sniffing around the bag. Looking like
he wants more.
He wants more. He's like, give me more.
He's fiending.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
And he's sniffing the bag and he's like clawing at the bag.
Wow.
Because he can smell the food.
Do you play?
Yeah, going nuts.
And then you start playing the Travis Scott song. Fiend, 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 fiend.
So, a lot of McDonald's. McDonald's had sheets this weekend because Clarice never had sheets.
Yeah, there's a lot of fast food in your body.
I know, bro. I'm fat. I had fat fuckitis all weekend.
But Thursday night McDonald's.
Yeah. Honestly, just three and maybe I'm crazy, but 3 McDonald's meals in a weekend could theoretically be all the meals that I eat in a weekend.
Oh yeah, depending on how much you eat, and the
timing.
3 McMuffins.
I had 2. Shit's too expensive.
Right. If it was a little cheaper, would you have had 3?
Maybe.
Sure.
If we weren't still stuck in this Biden economy.
Let me ask you this: if there were 3 in front of you, would you have 3?
100%.
Yeah.
All right.
What'd you have for? So would you had the chicken? You just had a chicken sandwich by itself. That's it.
And fries.
But no side order of an entree. Because sometimes you like to get the entree side order.
No, I just because it was
side
late.
order of a quarter pounder.
He'll get a side order of like a quarter pounder, side order cheeseburger. He'll get 10 nuggets on the side. Did you ever get 10 nuggets as a side dish?
Yeah, like if I'm trying to do damage, it'll be like a Big Mac value meal,
right?
And 20 nuggets on the side.
20 on the side.
I just feel gross. I feel like I'm so upset with myself.
See, I'll get if I'm having a busy day, I'll get a 20-piece McNuggets, no fries.
Right.
I'll get 20 nuggets and a Diet Coke, and I'm gonna go through probably 12 or 13 of them. I'm going to put the rest in the fridge. I'm going to go do, between 2 jobs, right? I did this last week. I'll get my 20-piece and a Diet Coke. I'll eat 12 to 13, maybe 14, dipping them, Then I'll go do whatever the next job is, put the rest in the fridge, come back, and they're a snack for later. But it literally is that 20-piece with no fries, nothing else, and the Diet Coke is big enough that it will kind of satiate me for a longer period of time. For you, it's the second side.
Well,
it's getting fries
too. Because you get fries with the meal.
There's times I go to McDonald's, I want it to hurt. You know what I mean?
Because you want it to hurt so good. I see.
I want to really feel it.
Right. I want to feel pain. You want to punish yourself.
I want to be so disgusted with myself.
Right. You like that.
Sometimes when I'm really hungry,
right,
it's like I need to go way over.
You do sometimes when you're really hungry or you want to feel like you got hit by a brick.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. McDonald's will do that to you.
And it does damage you because then and this is what I never understood about actual foodies that will have these little meals and go, I'm stuffed. It's no, you're not fucking stuffed.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Stuffed is when I do, because I eat fast food too. I want it to feel
I could vomit.
Yeah, I want to feel I want to feel a sense of heaviness.
Yes,
you want to feel that weight in your stomach. Right. Where you to use a phrase that you just used, where you did some real damage.
Yeah,
that counted.
Oh yeah. So it was a bad weekend. Bad, right.
And then what did you get at the Sheets?
Yeah. Oh man, I got.
So it was 2 breakfasts and a dinner at McDonald's.
Correct.
Okay, and you were with your mom for both of the breakfasts.
And
so,
then-
and that's why it was like we went again to McDonald's because you were with her both mornings.
Right.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay.
So
that's
then
your thing.
we went out to Reading. I went to a hardcore show over the weekend.
Nice.
I took
Sweat off some of that bad food. Get in the pit.
Yeah. I didn't go in the pit. No.
Just throwing limbs around.
I'm too old for that shit, bro.
Sure.
But what,
Spin kicks, get those Egg McMuffins right out of you.
Oh, yeah.
she was trying to get. She's like, go in the. I'm like, I'm not doing that.
Gut hanging over the pants, looking like Mosh Girl.
I'm like, my luck, I'll throw out my back.
Yeah. After a 20-piece, he's got
Become another meme.
By the way, rips his shirt off because he forgot he had his back brace on under it.
Look at this guy wearing a back brace in the pit.
Yeah.
So yeah, I went to it was VFW hardcore show. I haven't been to one of those in years.
I love a VFW. It's my favorite venue.
Awesome.
Oh, it was great. No security.
Perfect.
I mean, it's just
There
a
shouldn't
shit
be.
show.
No barrier.
No,
No
barrier.
Jump
you
up on. Hey, you want to jump up on stage? Jump up
There
on
is no
stage.
stage.
It was no stage. It
Oh,
was
it's just the flat floor. Good.
Flat floor.
We're all together.
Oh yeah.
Good.
Yeah. My friend Joel has a band, Suffer the Ghost.
Nice.
And Jared, who's my partner in Black Caviar, he was filling in on drums.
That's fantastic.
So I was like, oh, I got to come out and see this.
Oh, yeah.
Brick by Brick, they're a great hardcore band. Hoods played too, they're great.
You can just knock over the cymbals if you want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's great.
Yeah, like there's literally like moshing like by the drummer.
Right, that's perfect.
So yeah, it was a great time, and then I was starving afterward. And there's a Sheetz like literally 2 minutes away, and I was like, "You ever had Sheetz?" She never had Sheetz. So
Oh my gosh.
fiance. So I was like, "Oh, we're going."
I thought she was a chef.
I know.
Never had
I mean,
Sheetz?
that's quality Pennsylvania cuisine.
That's
there.
right. That's right.
So I had a wrap. I didn't want to go too crazy chicken wrap,
Right.
but I did have
Fried
the,
chicken wrap?
Yeah,
Yeah. Good.
I had.
Aren't you glad I asked the important question?
I had the appetizer sampler, which was great.
Well, wait a minute. You had a wrap and the appetizer sampler?
Well, we shared the appetizer sampler.
I love, like, I've always considered the appetizer sampler. I mean, there's only two of you, right?
Yeah.
It feels like the appetizer sampler is a meal in and of itself.
For who?
No, that's a good point.
Look who you're talking to.
You could house it
The sweat.
as an appetizer.
I could house my wrap and the appetizer sampler by myself.
If she had said, you know what, I'm not hungry,
I'll finish it.
no problem. What's in the appetizer sampler?
I got mozzarella sticks.
Wings?
No wings.
Boneless wings? Nothing?
You could put those in there, but
Oh, you decided not to. Okay.
Yeah, I did macaroni bites,
Okay.
fried macaroni bites. There we go, and jalapeno poppers.
Oh, you love a jalapeno popper.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. And then a fried chicken wrap.
yeah. But it was in a wrap, so it was
Well, yeah,
it was slightly healthy.
It's less carbs,
That's right.
that's the real problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then what'd you have to drink?
Iced tea.
Nice. Sweet iced tea?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Unsweetened? What kind of asshole drinks unsweetened?
We're in Pennsylvania, when in Rome.
Yeah.
That's great. It sounds like you had an amazing foodie weekend.
Yep. And then drove out to Lancaster. Had a great time. Went to.
Did you go to Shady Maples?
No, we've been there before. Clarice has been there. We didn't do. I mean, you have to like prepare yourself mentally for Shady Maple.
Because I can only imagine the damage that you do. Travis, you know about Shady Maple?
I feel like I've heard of it.
So there's actually like a lot of YouTube videos
the Amish
about
place?
it. Yes.
Yes.
There's a lot of YouTube videos about it because it's pretty much the best.
Culinary experience.
Yeah, all you can eat. What's it called? You walk
Buffet?
up buffet. It's the best buffet in America.
I think so.
Better than Ponderosa.
Way better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and you can go on special nights. It could be steak night. It could be whatever night. But like I've been there, and it's one of those where you really do your best to do your research, and it's one of those like you have to case it before you even pick up a plate.
Okay, sure.
Like there has to be a plan, and you just go, and it's like it's not expensive. It's like $30.
Yep.
And you go, and there's like set hours that you go in. I think last plate you can pick up is at 7:30. Like you have to, and then you can just chill and eat your meal. But yeah, they have great desserts. They have, everything you can think of.
It's incredible.
You eat like a king.
And it's all clean.
Yeah, it's very clean.
It's all from the Amish farms.
It's fresh. It's good food.
Oh yeah.
Shady Maple smorgasbord.
Oh,
yes. And it's like very, very popular.
Yeah.
So the food is being replaced constantly. The food is not sitting out all day. It's like they're going through it. They make a lot of money.
Yeah.
And they have this amazing like
America's largest buffet.
oh yeah, it's huge. And they have the gift shop that they have. I think it's downstairs if I remember
the whole
right.
size of the place
Yeah.
underneath it.
Oh, they got a gift shop?
I mean, it's the footprint of the entire place. It's the Javits Center. It's massive.
Yeah.
It's massive. This gift shop.
How long can you stay in there?
They close between meals for like an hour.
Oh, okay. you
So
can't-
like
okay.
but you could
do some damage, bro.
Yeah. I mean, you can get in there for 3-4 hours.
Oh yeah.
But I think that they design it properly so that you can't stand there for 8 hours.
Right.
Like you can't have multiple. I mean, you can have multiple meals in that window, but you couldn't like go in for an early breakfast and stay to dinner.
But you could do a late lunch that will carry you through dinner.
Yeah, I think their dinner opens like 4:30, 5 o'clock, something like that.
That's what I'm saying. Just get like the end of lunch, and then you've eaten so much that there's no possible way you're.
Oh, sure. You can do that. Or I mean, the whole place closes at like 7:30. It doesn't stay open late, so. But it's great.
It's
trying to go there.
You should, man. You should take the trip out and then stop by Strasburg Railroad.
Should I take the family?
Of course.
Yes.
There's so much to do out in Lancaster.
Because you can.
I mean, all I really hear is McDonald's and trains, but
and the smorgasbord.
And they got Dutch Wonderland.
You forgot about Dutch
I
Wonderland?
did forget about Dutch Wonderland. Is that like Disney World?
Smaller version.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm in.
You can go on a buggy ride. The Amish will take you on a buggy ride.
A buggy ride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See how the Amish live?
I know how they live. No electricity.
Is it from the music video?
Yeah.
Makes
Amish
sense.
Paradise.
Yeah, that's fun.
I saw it all. Yeah. I know
Yeah.
how to live.
Yeah,
how they
Lancaster
live.
rules.
Raise a barn on Monday, soon I'll raise another. Coolio was pissed. Yeah, it is. It is. Shady Maple is one of those places where like you go and you pick the appropriate time and you show up very hungry, and you can get your sustenance for the day.
Yeah.
Although you go to Shady Maple, right? You have a great meal. You leave at 5.
Right.
8 p.m., 9 p.m. shows up, and your fiance goes, "You want to go to McDonald's?" You're going.
I'd be like, does a bear shit in the woods?
That's right.
Well, it's only 2 hours from my house.
Oh,
You should be there every weekend.
Yeah, right? What am I doing?
Yeah.
that's a fun drive out.
It really is. It's a fun drive.
I had a blast.
Hit up King of Prussia on your way.
Went right by King of Prussia.
It's a good mall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a Hooters there.
That's right. It's a standalone right next to the mall. I love a standalone.
Yeah. you did.
Malcolm, I saw you shaking your head.
Yeah, I don't like KOP. Fuck KOP.
What's wrong with King of Prussia?
I just don't like. I don't like malls very much in general. So like, of course, I'm not gonna like.
What's not to like about a mall?
I think it's a younger generation thing.
But to not like mall, I mean, maybe not go to a mall, but to be like, I don't like malls. Malls rule.
You don't like selection?
I like
You don't like-
Amazon, bro. Come on.
See?
They don't hang anymore, huh?
No.
Where do you hang?
I mean, yeah, you don't really. I didn't really know anybody growing up who would like. Let's go to the mall, bro. Let's go chill.
Well, we don't make hand gestures like that.
Okay, sure.
That's a little condescending.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, sure.
We didn't do it like that.
Yo, dude, let's get some
We
pasta.
did that. We did do that. We did this. We did the hang 10 thing. We did do that. Yeah, yeah, bro.
Let's hang 10 at the mall.
Yeah. Yeah, you didn't grow up just wasting time?
I mean, like, I guess I did, but not like I don't know
stuff
why
to
the
do.
mall kind of faded out
so.
of like the third space.
That was our shit.
Yeah, the third space. Mall rules.
On a Friday night?
Go
That was-
pick
that-
up chicks?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
We used to bring our skateboards. We'd like fuck around in the parking lot. They'd come in and hang out, walk around.
Security would be like, get out of here. You'd be like, fuck you.
Yeah, we used to jump in the water fountain.
Yeah, mess around with grown-ups.
We used to put bubble bath in the water fountains and fuck them all up.
It's always,
You always got to take
you know,
it to different
you're
levels.
you're always going to walk there. It's like, I go like, I'm fairly like, oh yeah, you just go hang out, pick up girls, like whatever. Travis is like, oh yeah, you gotta give this guy a hard time. I'm like, that's true, that's fun. Yeah, you can fuck their shit up. Okay, Troy.
You ever put bubble bath in a water fountain?
No, I never have, but it sounds hilarious.
It's hysterical.
It is?
because it's just foaming over.
How much bubble bath do you put in?
You can just pour a little bit, just
And it works.
a little dab will do you.
Wow.
Well, you put the whole thing in just to be funny.
Wow. Meanwhile, you're sitting there waiting on Prime deliveries.
Yeah, I'm on my phone, man. So I'm missing out, I guess.
Exactly. Plus, you shoplifted at the mall, right?
Oh, of course.
That is still. I did know a lot of people that would go to the mall strictly to shoplift.
Don't be doing it now. The mall's going out of business as it is. They can't handle it. They can't handle They can't handle the breakage. They can't handle that. Back then, I mean, retail was king.
Oh, you'd clean it out. If you had a buddy that worked at a like a clothing store,
Right.
I mean, you just bring in bags and just load it up, walk out to the car, come back.
Did I tell you about the guy that shoplifted at Sam Goody when I was working there?
No.
Okay, so I worked at Sam Goody because Goody got it, and
why?
That's why.
Yeah.
I worked there like all summer. One summer, it was great. It was probably one of my favorite. That and my movie theater job were like my favorite summer jobs ever. But yeah, I had a blast. And like friends with everybody there. It was one of those just good scenarios where like everybody got along with each other. It's fantastic. Like enough so that I went back to Syracuse, and then when I came back home, I actually went and visited Sam Goody, not to shop, but to see my old coworkers and be like, "What's up?" And I was like, and there was this one kid that was like obsessed with skateboarding. He was the only kid in the store that was obsessed with skateboarding. And I go, "Is so and so here?" I don't remember his name, but I go, "Is so and so here?" They go, "Oh, you didn't hear about that?" I go, "No, I don't work here anymore. I've been in Syracuse." "What do you mean I didn't hear about that?" Because the whole mall had heard about it, and it's its own culture. And they go, "No, dude, he got taken out in handcuffs." And I was like, "Why? What happened?" And they were like, "Oh, well," they were realizing that like money kept going missing from the cash register. And I was like, "Oh, he's taking money out of the cash register." They were like, "It wasn't that simple." They were like, they started going through the paperwork, and they realized that returns were coming in, but we didn't have the merchandise to match the returns. And I was like, "Oh man, so he was doing fake returns and just pocketing the cash." And they were like, "Yeah." I go, "How'd you figure out who did it?" And they were like, "I mean, he didn't put his name, did he?" And they were like, No. But as the only person who was obsessed with skateboarding who worked in the store, he put Bucky Lasik, Tony Hawk.
Nice.
He put every skater that's in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater as the fake names on the return forms. So they immediately were like, "It's clearly him." And it was, and they arrested him.
We got him.
Yeah. I was like, if you're going to go to all the trouble of putting fake names, it'd be literally if I was like putting wrestler names down. I'm like, I don't know who did that.
Gold Dust.
Yeah, I don't know. Undertaker. I don't know who did it. Undertaker was in here before. You missed him. He had a return. All right, I guess we'll take a break.
Yes.
Oh, I gotta piss.
It's
10 o'clock.
Well, I was interested in what was going on.
Show's almost over.
Show's almost over.
No, we got lots. Should we go?
No, I gotta go to the bathroom.
We got lots of show left to do, okay?
Not really.
Well, plenty of show left to do. I was interested in what was going on, and we got to the bottom of a lot. It was worth it. And we'll be right back. Stay there. You look at the calendar, and let's see how many days of...
3 or 4?
Yeah.
Counting yesterday?
Yeah. We got... Yesterday was hot. Today, 98. Tomorrow, 99. Wednesday, 95. Finally cooling down to 82 on Thursday.
I'll take it.
That's when people start getting worried about blackouts. That's a lot of energy being sucked up.
And they tell you to like preserve your energy.
I love that. Now that it's hot, don't use your AC.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'm blasting it.
Oh,
Yeah, that's like in California when they go short showers. Okay, yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, really. I'll definitely do that. The air is filled with smog. You think I need a short shower? I'm going to take a 45-minute shower.
Yeah, my AC is cranked. I'll sit there with my winter coat on.
Yeah, that's right. And you should. You pay for it.
Pay out the ass.
You do?
It's expensive. Our electric bill is probably like in the city, like in the peak summer,
Yeah.
$400
Really?
for a little studio apartment.
Wait till we only got 80% of the oil.
Bro, don't.
I shouldn't have said anything.
Everything is just—it's so incredibly expensive.
That's right. You know how much it costs? How much you got. That's how much it costs. You feel me on that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That is. That's more crazy conditions. That is a blackout, like a large scale blackout, would make people go crazy too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
You know. So, we'll see. I feel like
At least you and I are dressed appropriately.
t-shirts.
Black t-shirts.
Oh yeah, that's true. I guess you should wear like lighter colors.
I was going through my drawer. I'm like, black.
Black tee, yeah.
Black. I guess it's black.
I guess we'll go black. Well, Manosphere Malcolm is over there wearing black flannel.
Yeah, what's up with that, bro?
Dude, I don't even have AC at my place right now.
What?
so
No, what?
It's bad.
Where do you, like, what area-ish do you live in?
That's the thing. I live in the Upper West Side right now. Like, I live in a nice-ass apartment with no AC.
You got some rich parents? What's going on there? You got some rich parents?
It's bleeding me dry, and it's split 4 ways.
Okay.
It's bleeding me dry, and we don't have AC still.
Oh, you got 4 roommates and no AC?
Yeah.
Oh, there's so much body heat.
Oh,
Yeah.
forget that.
It's bad. I mean, it's...
All dudes? Or a couple of chicks?
Bro, what do you think?
Dude.
Nice. Manosphere only. Come on.
Nice. You're all red pilled. It's just an incel headquarters.
They just sit there waiting for the next flagrant to post.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, you mean New York Times pronounced
That's
podcast
right.
bro?
Yeah.
You see when the New York Times they said
yeah.
podcast bro, Andrew Schultz?
Dude, he's the next great political commentator.
That's what I heard. I read the Times. I read the Times.
You guys have fans in your apartment?
He just started. He's only an intern.
I don't have that kind of money, dude. Come on.
I meant no, like fans. You know what I mean? See, like,
how do you sleep in the heat? I can't sleep.
Last night I was butt ass naked, gonads out, with a wet paper towel draped across my face.
how do you even exist? That's not how people are supposed to exist,
I've been
dude.
wet for like 12 hours,
Yeah,
like
get
just
some cooling
moist.
That's what she said.
Visiting.
Yeah.
Why don't you go buy an AC?
I mean, I'm
expensive.
gonna
They're a couple
buy. I'm gonna buy a
$100.
fan, but I don't know if I've got the money for a whole AC unit right
Don't worry, they'll be cheap right now.
Yeah, great.
They'll be very affordable.
Got to get a fan.
Yeah, I need something.
That's terrible.
You don't
And
have like.
just put it in your room. Don't let anybody else have it.
No,
Do you have separate rooms?
we have separate. Well,
No, it's not.
two of them are sharing. The rest of us are in separate. So
Okay, so you get it's
So
a
two
three,
share, two single.
It's a 3-bedroom apartment
yeah,
on the up. That's a nice apartment.
it is. It's super. I mean, like that's the thing. I don't have any money for AC right now because I'm spending it all on the rent. That I'm
It's
paying
all
every year.
spent on rent that you're splitting. Or do you know? Are the guys? Do you know the guys, or did you find my Craigslist?
I know one of the guys. It's actually it's me and then 3 gay dudes. So it's not a
Nice.
very manosphere heavy
No.
apartment at all, except for me. I'm really pulling the weight there.
Oh yeah, that's hot. Super hot.
Yeah, dude, we're getting sweaty in there. Oh my god.
Yeah. So is the two that are sharing, are they a couple?
Yeah.
Okay, so that makes sense. And then you guys get your own rooms. But did you know them before?
I knew one of them before. I knew one of the guys in the couple from college.
And then does that guy say, "I got these other 2 friends. You want to room with us," or did you just all need spots?
Yeah, they were like looking for another person a couple months ago.
Gotcha.
And, yeah, I mean, I knew it was going to be expensive, but
Did you? I mean, yeah, because it's nice.
it's not. It's way nicer than the last place I was in for the first 2 weeks. And I mean, even without the AC, it's just more
Where were you
space.
for the first 2 weeks?
I was like 20 blocks more south on Broadway, and like a super like I could touch both walls type of tiny room.
Right.
So, I
The
mean, that was,
apartment
like,
from Big.
this-
Just eating
yeah.
Oreos, freaked out, wondering where mom is.
Yeah.
You do look like the kid from Big, by the way. If the kid from Big was in college, that's what he would look like.
Oh yeah, dude. You
But-
gotta get a fan.
And you knew there's not even AC in like the living room.
So in the living room, we actually do have like a big standing unit, but that's the only AC in the entire. So if you're not,
Is that what you call the dude you live with?
Big standing unit.
Yeah. Nice, right?
That was really funny.
Thanks,
Yeah,
dude.
that was fast.
So you have a standing. Is it
Like one of those that sits it like on the floor.
like almost like a reverse space heater,
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, kind of
like a fan / AC unit?
It's like a
guess,
portable
yeah.
AC.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And you don't just sleep on the floor in front of it.
I was thinking about it last night, but I don't. I might end up having to do it, but at the moment, I'm trying to like.
You got to cover up them nads though if you do that.
Yeah, I
Not
can't be.
necessarily.
I can't be. I don't know.
It's a power move.
No, I'm in the jungle right now. Might get snatched up.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Do you
true.
have a credit card?
Yeah.
Why don't you just get an AC and then use it and then return it?
You can't return an AC.
Yes, you can. I've done that.
You have?
Yeah, of course.
So what's he talking about? You can't do that. He's
He doesn't
never
know what he's talking about.
You know what you're talking about.
You know what? I
Did you
don't
ever-
because every AC that I've bought, I've kept.
Right, and then if you return it within a month, have you ever even?
Yeah, it's usually a 30-day.
And is there $1 out of pocket
No, they returned it. I got my full refund.
on the credit card?
What do you do the rest of the summer?
So when in my
Grab another one.
in my old apartment, my AC went out, and they were like, "Oh, it's going to be a couple days till the part." And it was like in a heat wave like this.
Right.
I was like, "Fuck that."
Right.
So I went to the hardware store, got it, kept the box, kept all the packaging.
No, like this was the plan.
Of course,
Nice.
because they were saying, "Oh, it's going to be like a week till we can fix this."
Ah, okay.
I was like, I'm not dealing with
Oh, so you're like, I'll keep it for a week.
Yeah.
Then they'll fix
and
it.
I kept everything and I put it right back in and I took it back. They were pissed because it was like a local like it wasn't like a Best. I should have gone to like
mom
Best
and
Buy.
pop.
It was a mom and pop. Like you really actually putting them out on that one, and they knew what you did.
And they're like, "Oh, you used them." I'm like, "No, I didn't."
No, I just opened it.
You lied to mom and pop.
Yeah. I mean, they're expensive. It's probably like $400, $500.
Right. Right. They're
I
like,
mean, you can get them cheaper than that.
not good ones.
Not the place on Second Ave.
Well, yeah, not at a mom and pop store.
Mom
That's
and
trying
pop.
to
I should
stay
have
in
gone to
business.
Best Buy because they don't give a shit.
No.
No, you. I mean, you could. As long as you throw everything back in the box, you put Scotch tape on top of it.
Yeah.
They don't care.
I'm sure there's a Best Buy on the Upper West Side. Go grab one.
Yeah. I mean, I gotta figure something out. I might get one of the guys to get a big palm leaf and wave it on me or something.
That could be good.
but, yeah,
That could be good.
I don't know.
I mean,
Would-
at least get a fan.
Would you do that? Would you do the Troy plan of buy and then return?
I mean,
Or are you
guess.
not really like a swindler like that?
I don't think I've got that
What do you mean?
Troy Kwan.
It's New York. Who gives a shit?
You got to scam.
New York.
As you know, I like scams. I respect scams.
And they got their AC back. I mean, it's not like I stole the AC.
They got their AC. They don't want the AC. That's why
no,
they're
they
selling
don't.
them.
They were actually probably pretty psyched about the sale.
And then they could resell it. I mean,
They got their AC back. They were probably stoked.
Yeah, no, I don't think they were stoked about getting that back. I think they were probably stoked when they got the 500. Because when they sell it at a profit.
Sure.
So what happened when you return it is they lost that profit.
Then somebody else bought it, and then they got the profit right back.
But what if somebody else bought it and they were like, "This is used.
Yeah, this is used for a month."
Okay.
There's not that much coolant left in it.
No.
It's used.
No, but that's why you got to go to like a Best Buy. Because they're not going to give a shit if you return it.
I just didn't want to walk.
And there's no reason for you to give a shit.
Yeah.
Even if they were to give a shit, it's like shut the fuck up.
Big deal.
Goody two shoes.
Yeah, sell another Funko.
Yeah, exactly. Do you even know what your store is anymore?
Yeah. But you didn't want to walk.
No, I wanted to walk around the corner.
Yeah,
grab
I got
the
that.
AC and go back, and then I have to go all the way up to Union Square. That's the nearest Best Buy.
Right.
Yeah, no, you're right. But you can get it
He's
delivered.
not right. He's not right. He's wrong.
Okay, I'm trying not to gang up on him.
But he's not. So he didn't do the right thing.
No, to swindle a mom and pop shop
In New
out
York
of
City?
yeah,
You know
New
how
York
hard it is to
City?
be a mom and pop shop in New York City?
Downtown, the rent's insane.
They're doing just fine.
Although I'll bet if they're a mom and pop shop in New York City, they probably got their own scams working.
Of course.
Everybody's
Yeah.
got to be working a scam. You got to figure out some scams, Malcolm.
Yeah, I do. I need to become more of a street urchin. Like, put on some dirty clothes. And
Right.
go
You like the
figure out-
theater? You ever seen Oliver Twist?
Yeah, I was thinking of Oliver Twist. Sort of,
yeah.
not really an American guy, but more like a little British boy.
Right. Find yourself a Fagin. Get taken in. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I think that could be a good move for you.
Well, I was trying to find a sugar mama when I moved up to the Upper West Side.
You were?
I mean, I would
Wouldn't that
like
be
to
funny?
still. That'd be great.
You know, I feel like you're unassuming enough that you could. I mean, sugar mamas. Be like an older. You're talking about postmenopausal, which is probably the best type of sugar mama.
Yeah, it is.
Got
a lot of money.
Got a lot of money. You don't have to worry about knocking them up.
Maybe you should go on that app, Seeking Arrangements. I don't know if it works for sugar mamas.
Sugar mama. Is that the Sugar Daddy app?
I think it just says Seeking Arrangements, so I think you just figure out your arrangement.
Oh, it's just like for if it gets a little tricky, we got something for you.
Yeah, but you don't want to look into that.
I think I might get clapped by the daddies there. That'd be. I mean, I don't know. That might be.
Maybe
That's
get
a
a
good
sugar
point.
daddy.
That's a good
Have
point.
you ever thought about getting a sugar daddy and just being like, I mean, who cares?
Swapping teams to the daddies? That's a good point.
I'm saying it's 2025. Like, what are we going to judge you for it?
I guess that's fair. I don't know. I mean, I guess it comes down to whoever's paying the most, and so we'll see what the market.
The daddies.
I'm thinking the daddies.
The
Yeah, I'm
daddies,
thinking the
yeah, for
daddies
sure.
right now is pretty high because I'm thinking probably for our sugar mama, especially Upper West Side. That's like widowed situation, maybe
Yes.
like penthouse. Oh, I'm so lonely in this big
It
penthouse.
might get a little sad though.
That's okay. I mean, like
You don't mind that?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I can deal with
whatever.
some sadness.
Yeah. You've dealt with a lot. Your generation has had nothing but
Dude,
sadness.
COVID was traumatic. Don't even play that.
COVID was traumatic.
Yeah.
Plus, they're post 9/11. Everybody post 9/11. It's like all these post 9/11 kids.
They're all basket cases.
They're nuts.
All of them?
There's been no good news. Imagine living your whole life. There's never been any good news. Never.
Hang on, let me think about that.
And vaccines gave you autism, and
Literally
I mean,
nothing.
Everything's going wrong.
And they go like, maybe here's a little good news. Just kidding. No good news. Like, what good news?
When was 9/11? 2001?
That's correct.
How could you forget?
I did. You're right.
You weren't supposed to do
I was
that.
supposed to never forget.
There's literally like, if you were born post 9/11, there's never been good news.
The resurgence of Limp Bizkit.
Yeah, you see? Well,
Yeah, but can
that
you
didn't
even
take long.
Can you even appreciate? Can you even appreciate that? Because if you were born post 9/11, you didn't see the original rise of Limp Bizkit.
Yeah, but you're enjoying it now.
Yeah, they're here.
Are you psyched about the resurgence of Limp Bizkit?
I'm pretty hype. I like breaking stuff, so I'm into
Okay,
that.
all right.
And also,
But-
I mean, it's back. People are into Jinkos and stuff again.
Yeah.
so whatever.
He said
So,
Jenkos.
yeah,
He
no
doesn't
good
know.
news.
It's Jenkos.
Jenko.
That's okay.
Is that not what I said?
You said Jenko.
Okay, say it again.
Jenko.
Jenko.
It is not Jenko.
Oh,
like
okay, no,
Jenga.
you're right, it's not.
Yeah, you're right.
What?
You're right.
There's no E in
You
there.
would, okay. There's no I either. It's JN.
I'm just saying Jinko.
No,
like
yeah, you
Jen-
were
No, that's not.
straight to the end.
All right, post
like
9.
Django.
This post 9/11, baby. You're gonna tell me how to say Jenkos. Okay. Right. We're gonna do that. Okay. Hey, remember the last century? Probably not.
Nope. No, you don't.
No, because you know what happened in the last century? They made Jenkos. You remember that, right?
I remember Jenkos. I remember kickwares.
You remember kickwares? See? Okay, so. Okay, maybe you should shut your disrespectful mouth then.
Never seen Sam so upset.
Wow, I mean, come on.
Don't tell me how to say Jenko.
Never. Yeah, but they're really, for a whole generation, you guys have never had, like, on a large scale,
Good news.
good news. Like, before 9/11, it was all good news all the time. Like, There was really very little bad news. It was pretty much all good news. Gulf War wasn't great.
No.
But we were so young, it was just kind of like, oh, this is happening.
And plus, we felt like we won that one.
Yeah.
And everyone liked to say Schwarzkopf.
Yeah, people did like that.
We had trading cards for the Gulf War.
We did. People actually did love. Yeah, patriotism was still a thing before 9/11. Like, patriotism wasn't, like, toxic. People, like, you could be a patriot, and people were like, oh, that's good.
Oh, that's good. Yeah,
that's a
you're
good
supposed to like
thing.
your country.
Like, you could wave the American flag, and we would all be like, that's a good thing. Like, if I wave the American flag now, that would be looked at as controversial.
And you're a Republican.
Right. Why don't you put on a red hat, they would say. I just
like America.
I mean, I do love America. It's kind of
You
great.
just can't you got to be low key about it.
Unless you're in Florida.
Unless you're in Florida.
Right. Then you could put the biggest flag you ever seen on the back of a pickup.
Well, that's where freedom rings.
That's true.
Yeah, no good news.
But yeah, I mean, what's happened that's any good, really, on a large scale?
Big Johnson shirts were before 9/11.
Before 9/11. Literally, dude, before 9/11 is nothing but good news. The most controversial thing that happened before 9/11 is the vice president spelled potato wrong. That was it. Like, basically, between Vietnam and 9/11, it was only good. We won the Cold War.
Yeah, we won the Cold War.
We tore down the wall.
I remember
AIDS was bad.
AIDS was bad.
AIDS was bad, but we came back from that pretty strong. You know.
The president did get a blowjob, but it's like if you were younger, you kind of thought that was cool.
I honestly thought that was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
the president threw up at dinner.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. HW threw up at his dinner.
That was fun.
Yeah, it was all good news.
It was all. It was all. I mean, everything was great.
Or just fun.
Yeah.
Everything was great and fun, and then they did 9/11. And you know what I mean when I say they.
Oh, Sam, I know. Trust me.
And then since then, it's no good news.
No.
And so you got a whole, and then forget about it. And then COVID was just the icing on the cake. Like, okay, you live in a world where there's no good news. And also, we're going to desocialize you. We're going to take the years that you need for socialization, we're going to rob you of those. So, like, what years, we were talking to the last intern about missing years from COVID. What years of, like, school did you miss from COVID?
So I actually got super lucky, I think, because I was at a boarding school. I only missed, like, half a year of school.
So it was like a super spreader place?
Yeah. I mean, we were, like, kissing each other. We were fucking. It was gross.
Yeah, that's gross, dude.
It worked out, yeah.
Is Florida? Don't Fauci my Florida?
Yeah.
But you missed, when what? And did you go back to regular school after 6 months?
It was like we had restrictions, and like because we were at the dorms, we had to like lock down basically at the dorms. But
lockdown.
But yeah, I was a sophomore. Yeah, I was a sophomore in high school when that started.
So was everything kind of back to normal by the time you were a senior-ish?
Yeah, for me things were pretty back to normal. But I know a lot of people who like just didn't go to school for 3 years after freshman year, which is crazy.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Like people, I feel like who missed senior prom. People who missed that first year of college, even missing early high school, it's like it fucks you up. Yeah. You know,
missing middle school, I think they're the most fucked up. I mean, that's like really important social and like learning how to do math shit. That if you miss that, like you're kind of getting boned hard.
Nah, you can get away with not learning math.
But it is
just fine.
It is true about middle school because middle school is when you figure out who you are. Like middle school is when you figure out how to be a person.
My daughter's first year of middle school was during COVID.
Wow.
Yeah.
And imagine, like, not only do you not go to school, you have to hang out with Travis.
Okay, I mean, I thought we were talking about serious stuff.
Like, I'd rather get COVID.
I mean, she's
I don't mean like now COVID.
No,
I mean
like day one COVID.
Like day one COVID. Holy shit! Like there's newspaper articles about you.
Ventilator.
Yeah, like
Ventilator.
like we're gonna like this is so bad we're gonna murder you with a ventilator. That's what they did, you know. They were like, we're so afraid of COVID, we got to kill these people with ventilators.
That's what the next mayor did.
Yeah, we gotta kill these people with ventilators.
You'd rather get that COVID,
yes,
than hang out with me.
Than be trapped in a house.
They go like, you can either be trapped in Travis's apartment for the next 2 years, or we're gonna murder you with this ventilator. I go, give me the ventilator.
Hook it up.
Hook it up.
Yeah, but we went to Disney so many times.
That you were lucky that you were able
flights
to
for $20.
$20 flights to Disney. No middle seats.
We're talking about no good things since 9/11. Those $20 COVID flights. Whew.
And for me, I loved COVID.
You don't say it like that.
Well,
you know what I
because
mean?
when you
Like
guys-
you have to at least preface it by saying, "I understand people had a tough time."
Well,
That's
of
what you have
course
to.
I understand people
But
had a
that's
tough
not an of course because you said you loved it.
Yeah, people died.
I did.
Like
I loved it.
People died of COVID and
we do
of
the show
ventilators.
on Zoom. It was fun. I got to hang out with my friends.
Uh-huh.
I'd be like, all right, guys, catch you later. Sign off Zoom, and I'd go to the beach.
You would?
I remember Florida. The people were on the beach.
Were you laughing at like because we go on the air and go like, oh, it's so crazy right now, and you're like, I don't know what they're talking
Not
about.
for me.
It wasn't crazy.
It was great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but you had to quarantine.
Well, I don't know if I quarantined. I was sightseeing. I was quarantined.
Malcolm, listen to this.
Malcolm. Troy drove to Florida and bought a house during the pandemic. But you were supposed to, at that point, like quarantine for 2 weeks whenever you did anything. Now you got, because you got to flatten the curve. And we did it, right? We flattened the curve.
Yeah,
right?
2 weeks to flatten the curve.
2 weeks to flatten the curve. So you quarantine for 2 weeks, and then we, on the air, asked Troy, whoa, you went to another state. Did you quarantine? And Troy said in earnesty and seriousness, yes, because I quarantined in the car. And I said, you can't be going state to state quarantining.
You're literally out in the public.
You're driving
multiple states. That's how
you
things
can't
spread.
move while quarantining.
I mean, everything was fine down south.
It's weird how
It
that
really was. Everything literally was fine. There was not the panic that you had up here.
Right. Liberal panic, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh.
Everything was fine. It's like if you turned off the news, you'd never even know something was happening.
That's right. And that's what they said to do in Florida. Just turn off the news. Trust us.
Well, that was the big problem, is that if we just stopped testing, the cases would go down.
That's what the president said.
Exactly. Makes sense.
Yeah. Less tests.
Less tests, less positives.
Less positives.
How many times did you test?
I don't know, once, maybe.
How many times did you get COVID?
I didn't not got
more
COVID
than me.
yet.
So, there you go.
I was fine.
There you go. Because you didn't test.
Yeah, exactly.
So, you're good for 0.
I didn't test once.
How many
I
times
think
did
I
you-
got it once.
But probably not, because you didn't test.
I don't know for sure.
Right.
No.
Right.
I don't want to stick that thing up my nose.
That was brutal.
Yeah, I didn't want to do it.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I don't
They
know.
hit, like,
Brutal.
they hit like the back
No,
of your
it's-
sinus.
No, I know.
Ugh.
I had to test a lot.
Well, you just did it for fun.
I did it because for fun. I still get vaccines every 2 weeks. But
And the
like,
home test, you just do it. You're like,
I
hey,
like
kid,
the
look what
home
I'm
test
doing.
because now you can get them.
Yeah.
And I like to do it. No, but I had to test in a professional capacity.
Well, you looked like an asshole
That one time.
that one time.
I didn't know how it all worked, So like I was still working for WWE during the pandemic, and I started flying down to Orlando to do work with them. And part of it was the day before the show that was in Orlando, because it was also like there was no audience at the shows, but you still had to test because you were filling it up with wrestlers and coworkers and stuff like that. So the day before the show, everybody had to test, and they said you go to this building to test. I said okay. Jumped in an Uber. Had it take me to the building. I said, this is my stop. Thank you very much. And I got off. I got out of the Uber. And they were like, yep, the testing's right back there. And I went around the building. It was drive-through testing. So I had to walk through the drive-through testing between two cars.
So everybody's in their cars except one asshole.
Right.
It's someone sitting behind you in their car watching you get like...
Right. And then they're also in front of me looking at my rear view going like, why is Sam... Because it's Sam. Why is Sam walking through a drive-through testing thing?
So embarrassing.
Oh, it's the worst.
I mean, you just had to feel like a horse's ass.
And then I just had to sit and call another Uber and wait for it while all the drive-thrus are just driving past me, like still in their cars.
I'm surprised you didn't ask one of the wrestlers for a ride.
Yeah, hey, take it.
I didn't have my test results.
Oh.
Can never be too safe.
That's a good point.
Yeah. Yeah. So, no, I did a walk-through drive-through testing.
in front of like the coolest people ever.
Yeah,
Yeah, 100% the coolest
Yeah.
people ever. Yeah, yeah, 100%.
And you got to go down to Orlando a lot.
That was great. The
That was-
travel was amazing because it was no middle seats. Like the planes were at like 40% capacity, which was amazing. The airports were empty, which was amazing. And as protocol, I don't know if you guys remember this, at least in my experience, at the height of it, they were boarding planes row by row singularly. You weren't allowed to line up. So it was just like, you know, row whatever, come on in. And I just walk in, have pretty much the whole row to myself, plenty of room to put your bags, like no stress travel at all.
Yeah, that was the best.
Yeah.
Best.
Yeah.
All right, so there's been some
There's
good
been
news.
some positives. Yeah, right.
Well, that was a trade-off, though. Like, we got
So
to...
what?
So the trade-off was we got to have easy travel, and in exchange, an entire generation was fucked up and doesn't know how to be social.
And some people died.
And some people died, and some people died of COVID, and some people died of ventilators.
Yeah.
But
Troy loved
if we could focus on the air travel aspect, it was, the point is it was easier.
And how great Florida was.
And cheap.
Florida was nice.
Yeah.
Stayed in the airport hotel. Really loved that airport hotel. But everybody's crazy again. I saw a video on a Southwest flight of a woman absolutely losing her mind. People go through these panic attacks, man, and it's not even like, they're not even necessarily crazy people. Did you see that video like a couple weeks ago of the woman who was like parasailing with friends? And she was like wind parasailing, you know, and she was up in the air and she was on the rope thing and everything, but she was up like, 50 feet in the air, however high they are, and she had a panic attack mid thing. She just took the vest off.
What?
Yeah.
She just took her, she was just like, and nobody knows why she did it. She died.
Oh, wait, didn't you send that?
I think so.
Maybe, but nobody knows why she did it. There's video of her because it's like almost like a novelty thing of a company does it.
Yeah.
But like, she just like, I don't know, she's holding on at one point, and then she lets her hands off the thing. She starts unstrapping her vest, and she just falls off.
What are you doing?
Yeah, and nobody knows, like, they couldn't hear her audio. Like, her friend said that she was fine before she went up.
Did she pass away?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, look how high up she
Well,
is.
no,
I
I know, but if you like cannonball, you
No, I get what you're saying. But, like, she just, boom.
Oh, my God.
It's crazy.
It's scary.
It's really scary.
Yeah, like what goes on? Like panic attack?
That's like me on the ski lift at Hershey Park, just getting up there and being like, I'm having a panic attack.
Did
right
that
now.
happen?
Remember I told you that I was riding the gondola and I had a panic attack on it?
I don't remember that.
You don't remember that?
I remember.
You remember?
Yeah.
Yes. I didn't know what was going to happen. Like, I was like, Jess, come on, let's get on the gondola. It's open. Like, the park's about to close.
How old were you?
Like, this was like 2 years ago.
This is 2 years ago?
Something.
I mean, it was
I
within.
forget these things.
It was before the pandemic, but it was like not that long ago. I mean, it was probably about 10 years ago.
You had a panic attack.
But still, 10 years ago. I'm an adult.
Yeah.
Because you were so high?
Yeah, I didn't know it was going to happen.
Did you go on the Skyline thing at Disney?
I don't. Yeah, but on the track, right?
No, I mean, you're hanging.
Oh, yeah. From hotel to hotel. Yeah. Absolutely.
You're fine.
Yeah, but we're not like feet hanging off.
No, you're
it.
not kicking your feet.
We're enclosed.
You didn't have a bar in front of you?
We had a bar.
Yeah, but that's not. That does
But we're
not
not
feel
enclosed.
safe. Yeah.
Like,
You
I
can just
could,
slide right
if I
down
wanted
the
to,
bar.
I could slide under the bar. Am I going to fall under the bar? No, nobody's ever done that. But if I wanted to, I could just slide under the bar.
That worries me.
Yeah, I freaked the fuck out.
Okay, I'm not.
Don't slide under the bar.
It's a mental thing. I get what Sam's saying.
Like, I couldn't, like, and I didn't know what was happening. I didn't know what was going to happen.
Was that the first time you ever had a panic attack?
It wasn't like a panic attack, like with the symptoms of like you feel like you're having a heart attack. It was just like I'm freaking out.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe first time you met Stone Cold.
First time I met Stone Cold, I freaked out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was like, we were up there,
You're giddy.
and Jess was like, "Oh, we should do this right. We should do that right." She was totally fine.
This was at Hershey Park. I've never
At
been to
Hershey Park. It's,
Okay.
Hershey Park's for children,
Okay. I mean,
right?
No, they got some coasters there.
I mean, they got Candymonium,
But it's set up for children.
but like the gondola is perfectly safe for children.
It's for everyone.
I think the gondola is in the kiddie area. Kids can't go on Candymonium. I've been on Candymonium. You would love Candymonium.
Okay.
But the gondola,
That's for everyone.
I'm like sitting there, and I was like, "Hey, I don't mean to alarm you, but I am freaking out right now." And I was just like looking straight ahead, not moving. Like I was like, I can't be a part of this conversation because I'm freaking out right now. Oh, wow. Yeah. So I mean, maybe it's like if that then starts to level up and goes to like, if that's a level 1, if it goes to a level 50, something like this happens.
But I'm sure when that's happening to you, you're still in your right mind to know, like, if I open this up and jump, I'm going to get hurt.
But then you also start, but people start in those panic scenarios, start having unreasonable thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That happens. Yeah, this is it. This was it.
Wow,
See, there's a little child on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I freaked out.
I can't believe you're freaked out by that.
Yep. I was.
I mean, even if you fell, you'd probably be okay.
Right,
You're
right.
that
It's not
hurt?
that high.
No.
Not if you fell.
I'd probably
head
land
first.
on like a
If
peck
you
of...
fell head first, you're fucked.
No, but I'd probably land on like a dude dressed up as a peck of icebreakers or something.
Or you land on one of these roofs. Of like
Right. Laying on a roof.
concessions.
That would be embarrassing because I'd be like, somebody hit me down, I fell, I panicked. I don't know what to tell you.
There's a big dent in the roof.
Yeah.
What happened there?
Well, I was trying to avoid the peanut butter cup.
Everybody looks so calm.
Everybody's calm.
There was not one other panicky person on it. It's really not a thrill ride by any stretch of the imagination.
No, they've got this at like Six Flags.
Yeah, no. It's a very easy thing for people to do. I had a tough time with it.
It's not even moving fast.
No, it moves very slowly. As a matter of fact, too slowly.
That probably makes it worse.
To the point where I was like, I want to get the fuck off this thing, and we're still going up. Yeah, no, it's a slow moving. Right, it's just meant to look at the park. It's meant to be a relaxing experience.
Not for you.
No, I was anything but relaxed.
Okay.
You see the top of those poles. You're never supposed to see the top of the poles. You see the bottom of the poles. You're on the ground.
Well, that's why you go on the gondola.
Hate the gondola.
Okay.
Okay. Well, now
You know,
and I didn't go when we went back with the kids. Mm-hmm. Guess what? I didn't ride. I rode Candymonium. Guess what? I didn't ride.
The gondola.
No sirree, Bob.
Did the kids ride the gondola?
I don't think so.
You were like, "Don't do that."
I told them it's a trick. It'll scare you.
It's gonna fuck you up.
Yeah. But look, you get into these situations, and I also think that panic is one of those things that it adds on itself. Like once you start, it's one of those things that you just can't allow to start rolling. Because if you give into it a little bit, now you're rolling. Like
Spiraling.
Right, and it almost feels like good. It's almost a release. Like you're panicking, and you're like, "Don't do this, don't do this." I did it, and now you've allowed the panic spiral to just start going, and who knows where this is going to end. You're not in control anymore. But I saw this woman, and I feel like we're going to get more of this. I feel like this is going to be a big summer of really terrible.
Crazy flyers?
Passengers, yeah. I think it's going to be a bad...
it's been bad.
Sure.
You think it's going to get worse?
I think it's going to get worse. I think between having a full winter of it's plane crash city, bitch.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That's what they said.
Oh, yeah.
All the planes are crashing for the winter. Mm-hmm. And now we finally got it right, but you can't go to Newark anymore, which is a huge airport to not to wipe out. Then also World War III.
Gas prices.
I mean, just everything.
Tariffs,
the Waymos. They're lighting the Waymos up. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to get a driverless cab. It's on fire. It pulls up to me on fire.
Shit's crazy out there.
Shit's crazy. And I think that if you're prone to freakouts, it's not a good thing. And unfortunately, on this Southwest flight, this young lady had an incident.
Touch her. No. Touch her. No, this is where her asshole is. Do not touch her. Look at her. Shut the fuck up. Don't fucking touch me.
Okay, so she was talking about this woman's, her beehole, and pointing out where it was. I don't know why that. I don't know.
Why does that matter?
Yeah, this just started here. I don't have the proper context for it. But the woman does hit her hand away. And once physical contact is made...
The woman sitting?
Yeah, the woman sitting hits her hand first. And once physical contact is made, then Von Dutch over here, this girl in the red hat, that's when she goes to town. That's all she wanted. Now she's got the large lady with the beehole. She's got her by the hair. It's good she's wearing a mask. I think that's appropriate.
Follow this.
Yeah, you can't be too safe.
And this woman's sitting down, so where would she think her beehole would be?
I don't know. Beeholes, like, they're stationary.
I thought they were the same place for everyone.
They travel with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't it funny, the idea of, like, wearing a mask to avoid COVID, I guess, but getting into a fist fight on an airplane?
Doesn't make any sense.
Like, I would avoid fist fights before COVID. Like, you'll be all right, probably.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Is COVID even really a thing at the moment?
Was it ever?
Travis, great question.
Well, it is a thing. The way, like, you get sick.
Like the flu.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Like, you can still get COVID, but, like...
Sure.
If you do, you do. You get better then after that.
And by the way, she's wearing, I believe, that's not a KN95 mask.
Nope.
So, I mean, that's just a piece of cloth over her.
That's more fashion over function.
Yeah,
okay, I feel like you guys are drifting off into your QAnon era.
Well, I'm just saying, Link,
you know what I mean? The pandemic was... We shouldn't have...
We'll bring it back.
Yeah, you're right. Because that is true, too. A lot of people have grown out of what they were doing during the pandemic, but it's always right there under the surface. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like you can get triggered into going back into your QAnon era.
No, I don't, because it's not, because it's been proven that those masks don't do anything. The KN95, if you really want to protect yourself, that's what you should be wearing.
Yeah.
Listen.
Troy's speaking truth.
That's not QAnon, that's just facts.
That's facts. CNN said that. And I don't know about you.
Right.
But CNN to me is where it's at.
Okay. That's interesting. That is an opinion of a lot of people. When you're a kid, is that blankie going to really keep the monsters away?
No.
But does it make you feel better?
Sure.
All right, so.
Good point. Great point.
You know what I mean? Like, let them have it. You know,
Say she has a child's mentality.
I didn't say that. I think my. I mean, you get
100%.
Let him have it.
You're right.
You know what I mean?
And as long as you're not telling me.
Right. Is that blanket monster proof?
No.
You
Make
feel better?
Yes.
So?
Okay.
All right, let's move on. You know what I mean? Yeah. All right, so let's get back to the fight now. Now this young lady's got a handful of hair.
Let go. Não encosta nela. Tira a mão.
No.
Let go. Let go of her hair.
You cannot do that.
Let go, miss. Let go of her hair. Tira a mão. I'm not. Andrea. I'm not even touching your hair, bitch.
She is.
You need to let go
We
right
need
now.
those 911.
You need to let go.
911, bro.
You need to let go right now.
Miss, let go of her hair right now.
No.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't want to sit next to a fucking fat lady. Let go.
Can you pause that? You think that she didn't want to sit next to a large woman?
Man, is that what triggered this?
I hope not.
I mean, listen, I understand sitting next to a large person. It makes you miserable.
And a lot of people who sit next to you understand the same thing.
Oh, I'm a big guy. But it's like if I'm a big guy and I'm sitting next to a big person, it's just, I'm in hell.
That's two big people on a 3-person row.
Yeah.
She's not even that.
She's not that big.
She's not. She's not. She's airplane seat size.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, I mean, maybe this is, Southwest is still the first come, first serve thing.
That's right. So they don't have seat assignments. So
right.
That's just who she got stuck. Why did she just go to somewhere else?
Maybe they're full.
She came on last. Yeah.
The idea that she might show up late and doesn't have all things taken care of, to me, feels like it might fit this scenario. But I don't know for sure.
You're talking about Von Dutch?
I'm talking about Von Dutch.
Okay.
I'm talking about Ashton. All right, let's go.
Let go over here.
You guys are already past the point of no return. You're already past the
Let
point
go
of no
over
return
here.
Let go of her hair, miss.
She won't do it.
You know what's going on.
Okay.
This is retarded. Yeah, put me on the ground. Put me on the ground.
What's she getting
Look at this
handcuffed?
fat lady. Look at this fat ass bitch. She can't even look. You can't even see her stomach. It's horrible. Look
Wait,
at her
what?
outfit.
A good thing?
Look at this fat ass bitch. Hilarious. You can't even show your mouth because you're embarrassed.
What?
You can't even see it because you're embarrassed. Shut the fuck up.
Who is Alana?
Sorry, I can't hear you. I can't hear you, ugly ass fucking dude who's never gonna lay it again.
Were you on the flight, Travis?
Okay, I'm sorry, black guy.
Are you sure?
My boyfriend's black. So
Wait, go back, Mike. Go back, Mike. Yeah, let's not. So she's now, she's making fun of the lady,
so
for
fat,
being
you
so
can't see
fat you
your
can't see her stomach.
The poor lady, like, I don't, you know what I mean? Just have to sit there and take
That's gotta suck. Because you've gotta just take it.
Just take it.
Right. And then after all this, there's somebody leaning over to her going, that's not a KN95 mask.
That's just there for show.
It's not really doing anything.
I heard that's the liberal MAGA hat. Then she's calling this dude ugly. Well, she's getting handcuffed, by the way. Now this young lady is, she's getting handcuffed. But she's struggling, she's not being the most cooperative person in the world. And then has more commentary.
You can't even see it because you're embarrassed. Shut the fuck up.
Who is Alana?
Sorry, I can't hear you. I can't hear you, ugly ass fucking dude who's never gonna lay it again. Okay, I'm sorry, black guy. My boyfriend's black, so shut the fuck up. My boyfriend's fucking a
Isn't it amazing? No matter how crazy you are, no matter what kind of state you're in, no matter what kind of how much you've had to drink, no matter what poor decisions you're making, that's one of those things that you'll catch yourself on. Yeah, and go like, but that's okay. I can say that.
Oh, hey, black guy. I'm actually dating somebody that's black.
Yeah, no, I mean that as a positive.
I mean, it's better she said black guy. Because other things could have come
Other things could have, but it really is the first thing she noticed about that gentleman.
I know.
It's the first thing that comes to mind. Like, I'd like to say out loud what I'm thinking right now.
Well, she obviously has no filter. So.
If I'm her boyfriend, I'm kind of thinking like, what?
Why'd you have to bring that up?
Why would that be top of mind to you? That's not cool. She's like, no, because I like it. He's like, I don't think so.
I should deal with this woman.
I don't know. All right, go ahead, Mike.
black guy. My boyfriend's a black. My boyfriend's black.
My boyfriend's a
fucking
black?
black guy. You're joking.
Now she's spitting in her face. That's assault.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
She's a net over her head.
Shut the fuck up. Yeah, full of shit, done. Shut the fuck up.
I mean, what the hell happens?
Why are you on? Are you drunk? Are you on drugs?
Or maybe I'm
She
like.
was drunk, yeah.
You never got laid in your life. Your boyfriend's dick is like 2 inches big.
It's not me.
That's embarrassing.
That's definitely
I'm so
Travis.
sorry.
I would think that's Travis.
I mean, if you had a police sketch of what that woman just described and has been describing, that's him right there. Officer, I've got our suspect.
I'm not even a suspect.
I haven't heard one thing she said that's not true about you.
You don't even see the guy.
Yes, I do.
Right
We
here.
could paint the mental picture.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I saw him in the Tef Photo Family album.
He's probably wearing a Dillinger Escape Plan shirt.
Probably. 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 I think so. I just don't. I mean, I don't know how you get to this point. And maybe it's she's drunk, and then maybe also on pills. Is she having a bad reaction to something?
Mental illness.
The Post said she was drunk. She's a 32-year-old artist.
Artist. I'd love to see her work.
She's worked with Steve Madden, Adidas, and Maybelline before. Not anymore.
Wow.
Yeah, she'll be blacklisted.
So she had a real life. Like, she's done stuff.
Police say she was intoxicated.
Thanks,
and
doctor.
then she was charged with... Hang on, it's all the way at the end. It's a long article because they quote her a lot.
I love that. We were going to charge her with something, but we figured instead the TikTok's going to ruin her life. So we're kind of good.
Resisting arrest, obstructing governmental administration, disorderly conduct, 3 counts of harassment, 3 counts of attempted assault, and she was released on Tuesday and is expected back in court in September.
I'm surprised they didn't get her for actual assault because of the spitting.
Yeah.
Like, that's...
And pulling hair, I mean, that's assault.
That might be disorderly conduct. That might be harassment.
Do you know, where was she flying out of, too?
This is in Minneapolis.
Okay.
So she was flying...
Minneapolis seems so peaceful.
I know. Wow. I mean, they had riots and stuff there, didn't they?
Oh, yeah, and isn't that where the guy...
this is at LaGuardia.
That makes a lot more sense.
And then I guess it went to Minneapolis because that's where she was arrested.
But it started in LaGuardia, yeah.
Wait, she took off? Like, is this in the air?
This might be, yeah.
That's what... It would make a lot of sense that this is in the air because nobody's rushing on.
Yeah.
You never want something like this either because half the time it means they got to turn the plane around. I'd be
so mad.
Oh, no, hang on. Police say she was yanked off before takeoff. So why is there...
Maybe in LaGuardia, but it was going to Minnesota, but she got yanked off in LaGuardia? Yes. I got yanked off in LaGuardia once. You feel me?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Nice.
I misread. She got... She went to school in Minneapolis.
Oh.
So, yeah, this is all New York.
Oh, they doxed her like that, huh?
Yeah.
No, that makes sense.
Here's her educational history.
What makes sense?
That from New York.
Either
New York or Orlando.
Yes.
Or Miami. Miami's a good one.
Stressful places.
Fort Lauderdale. That's known for a lot of this activity.
LAX.
I feel like it's more an East Coast thing.
Yeah. Me too.
Probably right.
There's something
there's an East Coast entitlement to it. Where you're not shit, and you still feel like you can just act however you want, even though you aren't shit. Like nothing you've done, like there's nothing about you that should be entitled to anything, right. And you still walk around chest out, like don't fuck with me, I'm the man.
Yeah. But yeah, if you told me this was Miami or Fort Lauderdale, I'd believe you.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where wasn't there just like a riot in like one of the airports in like Miami? There was like they're ready to board, and there's like a full on fight.
I saw that.
Got to do it sometimes.
Man, it's just flying just brings out the worst in people.
It does. It
should
does.
Be so easy.
It's not. It's stressful.
No, I said it should be.
It should be. It's not. It was easy during COVID.
Yeah, it was.
Super easy.
There was no fights then.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't help that they oversell flights, that they do not have enough room in the plane for baggage. You know what I mean? That every flight that you get to, they're like, oh, can somebody check a bag? We might have to take yours. If you don't get on the plane first, that means you're going to have to check your bag either way behind you or way in front of you. And then I mean, the airlines don't make it any easier.
No. And you think you're like, all right, I'm going to go with JetBlue because it's... But then the Wi-Fi's not working. That pisses me off.
It does.
The TV and because I go on... I take JetBlue so I can watch TV.
You like to watch the TV.
And then the past 2 flights...
And he likes it because it's live TV.
Oh, I forgot.
It's linear TV.
You don't miss your linear television.
I want to see what's on history.
Our linear television correspondent, Troy Coyne, that's a good point. Because the other air, like Delta has a great on-demand selection. Mm-hmm. Or also, I don't even use the monitor in the seat. I'll have my programs or my films on my iPad.
No, you know me.
No, Troy flies JetBlue exclusive
for the linear television.
And then the last 2 JetBlue flights to and from Orlando, it was the little TVs that look like they're from the 80s.
Right.
I was like, you gotta fucking be kidding me.
That's no way to watch linear television.
You can't even tell what Chris Cuomo's wearing.
Right.
You can't. And then they put the stupid controls on the armrest, which is the dumbest place to put controls for the television. Because you bump it, you keep bumping it.
Right.
Or the person next to you is bumping it.
You're a big guy. Where would you put them?
By the TV.
Oh.
Mine are on my iPad.
Right.
Yeah.
Sure. But that's not, your iPad doesn't have linear television.
No, it doesn't. But you know what? Actually, I have YouTube TV.
But you can't watch it in the air.
If I have Wi-Fi?
No, because you're going from location to location, so channels won't work.
Switching, yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't have that problem.
No, I just plug right in.
Plug right in.
With your wired headphones, right?
Wired headphones.
Perfect.
And that's why I fly JetBlue to Orlando.
Because the linear television.
And Terminal C in Orlando.
Terminal C is great.
Great terminal.
Terminal C is great. Yeah. Sometimes I take the tram to Terminal C just to hang out.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's smart.
Yeah. No, that makes
linear.
That makes a lot of sense that you're going for the linear television.
I mean, it makes the flight go so smooth.
No, I mean, in-flight entertainment, I get it. Like, but I'll watch, like, I'll have Barbarian. That's why Barbarian is always on my iPad. Barbarian is you can't shake it.
He likes the channel surf, though.
I like to flip around.
Sure. See what's on.
And sometimes you come across stuff you didn't know. Like, I watched a documentary going to Chicago. That was great.
What documentary was it?
It was Judd Apatow. It was something about a record store in New Jersey.
You like that doc?
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
Which record store?
Hang on, I'll find it.
Yeah.
Princeton Record Exchange?
No, hang on.
Vintage Vinyl?
Vintage Vinyl was a great one.
Oh, I loved Vintage Vinyl.
Yeah.
I saw so many bands there.
My go-tos, like, unflappable, aren't coming off the iPad, are Barbarian and the OJ Show.
No, I know that.
And also, you're going to get so mad at me.
What? What'd you do?
You know what I've been rewatching?
The OJ Show?
Escape from Dannemora.
These shows are so old.
The Prison Break show?
There's so much to watch.
I know, but you know how much I love people escaping from prison?
I know.
It's such a good show. They really trick Tilly, and then Tilly doesn't show up. Spoiler
you can rent
alert.
Friendship now.
Can I buy it?
Yeah.
All right, I'll buy it. But also, I got to finish Escape from Dannemora. It's about a prison escape. It's a true story.
Oh, nice.
You'd love it.
It's called Flipside.
I never heard of Flipside.
It was a good doc.
Okay, I'll check that out.
Well, anyway, let's get out of here for the day.
Okay.
We did it all.
If you want to.
Too much.
We did too much. We did more than enough. But let's get into Escape from Dannemora tomorrow.
Oh! It's like 10 years old.
I know, but a lot of people didn't see it. It's on Netflix. It's good. It's really good. Benicio del Toro and Paul Dano and Patricia Arquette as Tilly.
Yeah, I know. She's doing other stuff. She's on Severance. You didn't finish that.
Oh, I didn't finish her current vehicle. No, I didn't. That's actually a great point about Patricia Arquette. No, I didn't finish that. No, I've been watching her as Tilly. She has sex with the inmates.
I know.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. All right. Fine. All right. We'll get out of here. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll see you then. Have a good one, everybody.
This has been Sam Roberts Show. If you missed anything or want to hear it all over again, check out Sam Roberts Show on the SXM app.
Greetings and citations, fine shit.
Couldn't afford one. One would be assigned to me.
A public defender.
I want a public defender, please. I've heard they're cheaper. And they're like, "Are you sure?" This is kind of like a tattoo. Like with lawyers, you're probably, you don't want to go and find a deal. You know what I mean? Generally speaking, people aren't looking to find a deal on lawyers. But he said, "Look, I make $540 a week. What do you want from me?" They're like, "Well, you had a lot of guns for a guy who makes $540 a week." "I make $540 a week. I can't afford a lawyer," he said. Then he did. They asked him. It took him not a lot of questions.